and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. Here comes Descent, he's all alone, slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back, Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Calendars on the fridge have this date circled in the Magic City and in the capital city. Why? Number 2 and number 3 in the state of North Dakota Rumble on the boys' side. Number 3 and number 5 Rumble on the girls' side. And it's a 2-3 doubleheader inside of the WDA standings here tonight as the Bismarck High Demons host the Minot High Magicians and Magents tonight on the PSP Network. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Carl Gard Gymnasium in the capital city of Bismarck, North Dakota, alongside of the former voice of the Harlem Globetrotters and Dakota Wizards, one of the voices of the PSP Network. It's Mr. Scott Woodmansee. This is our Shields pregame show here tonight. I'm Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee. Woody, good evening. Welcome in. Thanks for some time tonight. I'm sure this is one that you weren't afraid to shy away from when you've got Minot and Bismarck in a showdown that features number 2 and number 3 inside the West region for boys and girls high school basketball. Should be a good one here tonight.
Well, yeah, I feel like I was just here. We had a good one last Friday, and I got to tell you, Nick, I got to talk to my colleagues because neither one of those two guys introduced me as the former voice of the Harlem Globetrotters, so kudos to you on that one. But I'll have a chat with them. We'll discuss that further down the road. But, no, I think it is a matchup. And actually, Nick, the new poll has not come out yet. Bismarck High on the girls' side is 2. Minot High is 5 in the most recent Class A poll. But another one will come out after today. But yeah, certainly I think if you look at this, Bismarck High, it's a kind of a tale of two stories here. Bismarck High's coming off, reeling off a loss against Century on Friday. You had a day and maybe a little bit of change to prepare for a team that you beat up in Minot. Minot High, on the other hand, well, they've run 3 straight off since that loss to Bismarck High, and so certainly they want to repay the favor as Bismarck High knocked them off in their gym. Now Minot, the Magets, certainly looking to do the same thing here tonight.
How much stock do you put into this matchup tonight? We're at the halfway point of the season right now, and that WDA tournament starts to creep up, and then all of a sudden it's a landslide racing towards the end. In the West region this year for girls high school basketball, how much emphasis, Woody, do you put on seeding heading into that state play-in and WDA tournament coming up at the end of March?
Well, I think, Nick, what you have to look at it, and at this time of the year, I would say a lot. And the reason I say that is because you've got Century, Minot, Bismarck High, and then you've got Legacy, Jamestown, and everybody else. Now, Bismarck High with a win tonight, that puts them at 9-2. Minot, that puts them at 8-2. So it's a situation too of when you look at it, if you're Minot High, you want to come in here, and now you look at point differential. If Minot High comes in here and wins this one, they want to be able to win this by more than Minot High. Then Bismarck beat them in their own place, because then you come down to what's the point differential after you go head to head. So, yeah, certainly I think the magnitude is high. I mean, it really is. Just kind of like we had a game, last Friday. The magnitude was high, and so I think that's what it is tonight too, because it appears right now, barring anything happening it's going to be Century, Minot, Bismarck High. What order? Well, that's yet to be determined.
It will be a fun tournament nevertheless, and a fun run to that tournament. A stop along the way tonight inside the capital city, and it should be a good one on the PSP Network. It's girls and boys on the doubleheader tonight. We start with the girls, and we start with a dive into these numbers here tonight, brought to you by two of our friends with the multi-market broadcast tonight. First, Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company that's providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Brings you this dive into the numbers. You can find them online at inspections.com. And, of course, our friends in Bismarck at Chumpy Clinic, where they offer more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chumpy Clinic, concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient. And they offer care and services to meet the greater demands of the current health needs. Find them online, chumpy.com. Let's start with the traveling Majets here tonight. Have you ever, in your years calling games, seen so much youth? And not only so much youth, but so much talent. That youth leading the Majets right now. Maggie Fricky, 18 coming in for her on average per night. Lily Bell just got done with 23 against Mandan the other night. Have you ever?
No. I mean, the short answer is no, I have not. And not as talented as these ladies are. I mean, it's an unbelievable talented group of young girls that they have at Minot High. And I think, I think, Nick, when I look at this, the question that I cannot help ask myself, and obviously that's down the road and things to be determined, is, with the new school opening in Minot, is this group going to be able to stay together? And what's going to happen? How's that all going to shake out? And maybe is this the one and only time we see all these gals playing on but again, that's in the future. We got to look at the present, and certainly this is a team that's come out, and I think they've really got themselves composed. And I mean, let's face it, Nick, is if you had somebody come in here into this gym tonight that has never seen Minot High play, and you said that gal running the point is an 8th grader, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, she looks like and plays like she's a senior. And Lily Bell, what can you say about her stepping up and what she's doing? I mean, gosh, she's 5th in the WDA in scoring. Now, she hasn't played a lot of games, I understand that. But still, I mean, when you're doing that and you're that young, that's pretty good poise by the Majets.
Minot High looking for their first state championship since 1978, by the way. On the other side, the Demons, well, they won a state championship in 2009. They look to get back to the big dance. They're led by Peyton Newmiller. 15 points for Newmiller, the 5'10 junior guard. Has a supporting cast around her, however, and some other girls that could fill it up just a bit. Gullison, one of them. She averages 8 per night. But how about Peyton Gervig? 13 for her, the senior forward. What can you say about the Bismarck Demons here tonight with their balanced attack?
Yeah, well, I think, they do. And last time up in Minot, was Paige Brewer who stepped up for Bismarck High. And Newmiller didn't have a good game. Newmiller had a good game against Century, but Paige Brewer up in Minot ended up with 17 points, 8 of 13 from the field, so good night for her. Maya Holsworth with 10 points, Peyton Gerving with 15 points, Newmiller with 5. I think they're going to have to get that kind of balanced scoring again tonight against this Minot High team. And Minot High, Lundy and Evenson, the only two girls in double figures up there. So, and you look and before we went on the air, I was just kind of looking at the final numbers of that first game, and you look down and you look and you go, wow. I mean, it just seems like Minot High was close in every category, but they just didn't make some plays down the stretch. And the other thing about these two teams, Nick, is that you talked about the state championships. Well, keep in mind the last time Bismarck High qualified for the state tournament was 16-17. The last time Minot High qualified for the state tournament was 15-16. So I think, the end-all, be-all is, you want to be playing that Saturday night at 8:45 or whatever time that is. But I think these two teams really are on another journey, is to get through the regular season, get through the West Region, qualify for the state tournament, and it's a new season then. So certainly, but again, you can't put the cart before the horse, and tonight you got to focus on, Minot's got to focus on Bismarck, and Bismarck got to focus on Minot.
It's going to be a fun one. We hope you folks are buckled up tight for a full night of basketball on the PSP Network. A doubleheader from the Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight features the Demons and the Magi and Jets. The showdown starts in just about 5 minutes. We'll be back with more of the Shields pregame show. Shields offering clothing, footwear, gear, and more for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shop sporting goods, clothing, fishing, hunting, gear, and more at Shields of Minot. More of the pregame show when we come back to the PSP Network's North Dakota High School basketball. Coming your way tonight.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
AC/DC blares on inside of Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight as we get set for the Magents and the Demons and Girls North Dakota High School basketball. It is the Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot brings you sporting goods, clothing, hunting and fishing gear, and more. Shields of Minot. I swear about my golf clubs. It improved my game by about 6 strokes last summer. Shields of Minot brings you the pregame tonight. Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee for the call. Scott, let's take a look now at the standings inside of North Dakota Girls High School basketball, delivered tonight by the UPS store. Minot open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturday 8:30 to 3. UPS store in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. It's brought to you by the Medicine Shop as well of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletes. The Medicine Shop offers delivery, and you can also get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Inside of the West Region, Century's unbeaten. They're number 1. Minot's number 2 at 8-1. Bismarck number 3 at 8-2. Legacy at 6-4. You can catch Legacy tonight in a doubleheader. They host, they're actually over in Mandan. Our good friend Todd Dobries has the call there. Number 5 is Jamestown at 5-4. Mandan's at 5-6. Number 6, St. Mary's is at 2-7, along with Turtle Mountain. Dickinson's 1-8. So is Watford City. Williston without a varsity schedule this year. That look around the WDA brought to you by the UPS store and the Medicine Shop. Woody, we're just about set for the official introductions, international anthem tonight. Did anything stand off the paper to you in this one of a team that has an edge in this one, or an Achilles heel, or maybe an advantage at some point?
Boy, I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched, and I think it's just going to come down to I think Bismarck High certainly they've got to get who's going to be the unsung hero for Bismarck High. I think it was Paige Brewer up in Minot, as I mentioned earlier. Who's it going to be tonight? Is it going to be Allie Gullison? Is it going to be Maya Holsworth? Who will that be? On the Minot High side, you know what? We know Lundy's going to get hers. We know Fricky's going to get hers. Lily Bell's going to come off the bench and play a big role. So it's a great matchup from the girls' side. And I think the big thing is how does Bismarck High come out and react against another tough matchup off a short turn time in which they battled the Century Patriots for most of the game. But it's that short turnaround, and you got to go right at a top West Region team again just a couple days later.
It's going to be a fun one tonight. Mentioned it before our last break. I'll say it again. Head to the fridge one more time, then get back and get set to be buckled in tight. A dogfight brewing tonight at the Carl Gard Gymnasium. We'll come back with the opening tip-off here in the capital city.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Thanks for buying some room.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Official introductions are taking place inside of Carl Guard Gymnasium for tonight's WDA Girls Basketball Showdown. Minot High's in town to take on the Bismarck Demons tonight, the boys and girls. High school basketball. Let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions. From fishing to fashion, shop sporting goods, clothing, hunting, and fishing gear, and more at Shields of Minot. Alongside of Mr. Scott Woodmansee, I'm Nick Hulberg for the call tonight to the PSP Network. Sure, thank you folks for joining us for what should be a great night of basketball on a chilly January night here in 2022. Two of the top teams lock horns here tonight in this showdown. Woody, when you look at those rankings and the standings inside the state, a lot of coaches say they don't put a whole lot of emphasis on those rankings and where they stand. For the players, though, at the same time, you'd have to think maybe more so for the younger Majets, 8th graders and sub. Is that an advantage to be young like that, to maybe not be distracted like that, or do you get more distracted possibly?
Well, I think that, with these, you call them 8th graders, but let's face it, Maggie Fricke's played a lot of basketball at the varsity level. I think she's grown up a lot, and she's got a lot of years left, and no, I don't think you put too much emphasis on it. It's like like any coach in the West Region will tell you, Nick, whether it's boys or girls, and pretty much any coach around will tell you, hey, we want to be playing our best basketball at the end of February. If they're playing their best basketball then, they're going to be happy. But along the way, it's not like you want to take losses, but they're okay. But, you want to be able to be able to play 3 games in 3 days in March.
Minot High is going to be in their road maroons today. Bismarck in their home whites. Bismarck starts like this. Sydney Gerding starting at a guard. Maya Holsworth, 5'9" senior forward, will start. Peyton Gerving, the 6'4", that's not correct. The senior forward will start. Peyton Newmiller, the 5'10" junior guard, will start. And Allie Gullison will start as well. For Minot High, they go with the 8th grader, Maggie Fricke. Mariah Evenson, wearing number 4, she'll start up front as well. Maya Aguilar is going to start also, and Avery Lundy will start with Elsie Hardy. They have the wrong height on that. I think I might. We'll see. We'll get it corrected.
For who's that?
In just a moment. I was looking at Newmiller, 5'10" junior guard. I believe that's right. Is that what you have?
No, that's exactly right. 5'10" junior guard, Peyton Newmiller.
Well, media timeout to start before we get rolling here. Kind of like the pro baseball with big-time TV in town tonight.
Don't get me started on that.
A little more time to listen to Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, one of the best all time. Nothing like Arena Rock, and I have to tell you, this Carl Guard Gymnasium here in Bismarck, one of the tops inside of the West Region, probably inside the state of North Dakota. The amenities in this place, sight lines, it's like a big-time heavyweight boxing tilt tonight. The lights are down on the outside. The court is lit up, and the subwoofers are cranking here tonight. This has been a great addition to the capital city. for the last couple seasons.
Well, yeah, certainly when they did this, they did it the right way. And the one thing I can tell you, if you're a player, Nick, in a game like this magnitude, this isn't what you want right here. This is not what you want. I mean, you want to come out of the huddle, jump it up, get around center court, and go with it. And unfortunately, they're not doing that as we got a little delay. So they're itchy to go.
Just waiting on the final preparations on the other side of the floor from other media here tonight. All right, now we're set. What do you say we get this double header underway tonight from the capital city? Again, Minot in maroon, Bismarck in white. Alongside of Scott Woodmansee, I'm Nick Hulberg, and we are underway from the capital city here tonight with Aguilar with the basketball from Minot High off to Lundy. Lundy works it around the perimeter, trying to send it over to Fricky. Went off of her fingertips and out of bounds. The Demons recover the basketball.
It's good defense there by the Demons out front around the perimeter, and you can see that what they're doing is they're switching out high. They're just switching up top. That's all they did, and they forced a turnover there. Minot High's first turnover.
Gerving had it in the corner. Touched on the end line. Minot High's going to get the ball back. Turnovers on each side to start the ball game. But Minot High will deal with full court press here as they try to bring it across the half line with Lundy. She's double teamed down. Got it back over to Aguilar. Aguilar's going to step on the end line. And any of that pause to start, do you think, causing some of that there?
Yeah, it could. I mean, it certainly has something to do with it. And right there, Minot High, that pressure, what's coming. I mean, you've seen it before, and everybody just ran away from the basketball.
Newmiller brought it in on the near corner. This is Gullison. She puts up a shot, no good. Aguilar's got the board, and here come the Majettes with Avery Lundy. All right, crowd on hand here tonight. We'd have to assume it's only going to build more and more as the night goes on. Fricky, outside look, no good. In and out, Aguilar had the rebound. Fricky's got it up top again, off to Lundy. She dishes off to the corner. Here's Evenson. She'll hit for three, and Mariah Evenson has her first points of the ballgame.
Yeah, Evenson coming in, averaging 10 points, her 8th 3 of the season, and Minot High gets out front early.
Dropped inside, good look. Just off the mark on the attempt there from Allie Gullison. She's going to be fouled on the play.
I think that's going to go against Hardy.
Elsie Hardy charged with her first personal. First team foul. 3-0 Minot High on top on a shot from Mariah Evenson from outside the arc if you're just joining us. Fricky took the ball away, then she's going to be fouled on the play. Sydney Gerving commits her first personal, first foul on the Demons.
Not the possession you want to have, a turnover and then a quick foul just like that. So watch the matchup too tonight as Lundy is guarding Newmiller. That's going to be a good matchup.
The matchups across the floor that intrigue me so much with the players and the stat lines that come into this, they're one thing. And then the other, you look at Bill Shetler going against Jason Schwartz and two guys that certainly know their business behind the bench.
Yep.
Over the corner, it's taken by the Demons. They're going to work it up top here from Gerving. Brought it into the lane, double dribble called. They're on Peyton Gerving.
Well, if it's any consolation, Nick, we're tied at 3 in the turnover category.
Not the way either team looked to start here tonight. The press is on, and it's the Majettes across the timeline. It's going to be handled here and worked over here from Hardy. Lundy's got it now. She dribbles into the paint. She goes to the ground, and there's a foul charged on the play.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2 on Gerving, and she's going to have to come down. Mia Hintz is going to check in for Gerving.
Hey, don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week in the Magic City. Jersey Mike's Subs is a sub above. Jersey Mike's brings you this week's Player of the Week. You can find it on the PSP Network Facebook page for the Magic City. Hardy's got the rebound off the Lundy miss. It goes on a bounce last touch by the Demons.
That's the other thing that Minot High is able to bring to that. Elsie Hardy supplying a little bit of size. When you can add that size, you bring Lily Bell in there, and then you've got those guards and the way they shoot it. That's a pretty salty team.
Shot from the paint, no good. Evenson gets her own board. There's going to be a scrum for it and a jump basketball coming. Possession arrow belongs which direction? To the home team.
The one thing about Mia Hintz coming in the ballgame, Sydney Gerving not averaging a whole lot of points in the season, but Mia Hintz, she's not going to score a lot for you. But I'll tell you what she's going to do is she's going to do a lot of the dirty work, and she's going to guard you hard. She's going to dive after loose balls. So she's going to have to play some key minutes.
Well, there you hear the PA. Allie Gullison hits from downtown. First three-pointer for the Demons and the first points of the night. They exchange blows from behind the arc, and now a 2-on-1 back the other way. Dish back over. This one up and in. Paige Brewer's got her first 2 points, and the first field goal that's inside the arc has been scored. The Demons lead 5-3.
Great pass there by Gullison on the 2-on-1 break.
Here's Avery Lundy. She'll crash it. Dishes inside to Hardy. Back up top. Evenson around from Fricky. Aguilar from downtown. Yes.
That's one thing Minot High does so well, Nick, is they make that extra pass. And for a young team to be able to do that, kudos to them.
Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Minot High Magicians. On the girls' side, Schwartz entering year number 4 for Minot High. He came from Kenmare, where he coached the Kenmare Honkers to the state tournament 3 times in the 5 seasons he was inside of Region 6. Evenson from downtown. She hits again, and it's 9-5 Minot High.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, if she starts lighting things up, it could be a long night for Bismarck High. She's 2 for 2.
Double team down and deep. Shot block from Aguilar. Came back up top. 3 attempt on the other side. That one just missed. Ball's going to be pushed back up again, and handling here's Newmiller. Newmiller into the lane. She goes to put it up, but the whistle blows before she gets the shot away. Ball's charged on Maggie Fricky.
Substitution. Tori Height comes in. Also, Lily Bell checks in for Minot High.
Lily had 23 last Friday night, the game that we had on the PSP Network. 3 attempt on the other side. That one bounces around off the front of the rim from Hins. It's going to come back away now here to Fricky. She goes back across the timeline to Aguilar. Now Lundy's got a lane. She's just going to stop and pop. Puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down. Bell's going to hang on to the basketball. She strung forward there and draws the jump basketball. Minot High will have the ball.
Boy, I tell you, you know, just how smart Minot High is with the basketball. You wouldn't know that they're as young as they are because they always are so good at making that extra pass.
Fricky's got it. She's going to crash on her right side. Foul charged on the play first. Foul was charged to number 5. That's Mia Hins. First personal. First team foul. Both teams seem to be trying to just find the rhythm just a little bit more. A couple threes for Minot High.
Ray Root is checked in for Bismarck High as well, Nick.
Thank you. Here's Tori Height with the basketball. Back up to Aguilar. She dishes to the corner. Lily Bell, the 8th grader, our player of the game last Friday night. Shot won't count. Had the roll. Jason Schwartz didn't like that call. First to foul on the play before the shot was registered.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I thought that should have been an N1 right there for Lily Bell.
Jason Schwartz thought the same thing. Fricky off of the corner. Height's going to fire from downtown. That one too strong. Rebound pulled down by the Demons. Out with it comes Holsworth, and Holsworth's back across the timeline. She got it to Brewer. Brewer goes back to Holsworth. Holsworth dribbles, then surveys, looks back here to Brewer. Brewer's working it back up top again. Holsworth dished off, taken away Aguilar. And Aguilar's got the basketball for the Magents. She goes off to Lundy.
That was over and back.
Comes back up to Fricky now, and Fricky's going to handle it back to Lundy again. 4-point lead for Minot High, ranked number 5 in the state of North Dakota. Ball taken by Fricky. Dual knee braces tonight for Fricky. Crashes towards the paint. It's going to be a travel violation, I would assume, coming here.
Yeah, and Maggie Fricky, right now, is trying to do a little too much, and that's probably a pretty good move by Jason Shores and pulling her out of the basketball game and let her get her thoughts together.
Ball's handled here by the Demons. Off of the corner, wide open. This is Newmiller. She had too much on it. It's touched by Bell. It's going to go out of bounds, so the Demons will reset.
I think Lily Bell thought that was going to hit the rim. Missed everything, and she couldn't hang on to it as it went out of bounds.
Off of the corner. 3 attempt again from Newmiller. No good. Board pulled out of there by Rude. Rude's up with it. She misses. It's on the floor, and the scrum continues on the end line for Rude. So Minot High is going to get the ball back.
That's a great block there by Lily Bell, coming into this game with 10 blocks on the season. And she played real good defense that time on Rude as she tried to attack the 10.
Aguilar with the basketball. Kicks it up top. This is Bennett for three. Off the mark. Bell with the rebound right in the paint, and we'll have another jump basketball coming. The arrow belongs to the Demons. While you look at Bismarck High coming into tonight here, Scott, the Demons average 65 points per night compared to the 52 that they give up. They've outscored their opponents by 134 points total on the season. Same time, Minot High on the other side has had success. That shot was no good from Brewer, by the way. Minot High has had 197 more points than their opponents. Minot High gives up 59 per night. The Magents are averaging just shy of 80 at 79. That ball's in, that out. Newmiller had the rebound. Not a bad average for both teams here tonight.
And Minot High leading the West Region in scoring with that 79-point scoring average.
Shot from the corner. Hit the side of the iron, comes back up top. Rebound pulled out by Holsworth, and we're going to have a timeout called here by Bill Shetler. We'll take a break on the PSP Network. 9-5 early in this one. Not a whole lot of scoring yet as the Demons and Magents feel each other out here on the PSP Network. The Medicine Shop of Bismarck brings you tonight's WDA matchup on the PSP Network. The Medicine Shop is proud to support local athletes in the capital city. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Big thank you to the Medicine Shop of Bismarck for being a proud supporter of North Dakota High School athletics. Stevens with the basketball. There's a foul charged on the way towards the rack, however. It's going to be charged.
So it's going to go. Lily Bell, that's the third, her first team's third in the half.
Ball's worked back in. Handling here is Holsworth. She's off to the corner. The fake from Gerving. She put it up. She's blocked there by Evenson. But High's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, they're going to get a foul on Gullison.
Oh, thank you.
As Evenson came down with it, and Gullison kind of took Evenson out at the legs, and that's going to be team foul number 5 for Bismarck High.
First on Gullison. Jets with the basketball. Spin move. Lily Bell crashes towards the rack. That one no good. Board pulled down by the Demons. They bring it back across the timeline. Hins is going to stop. Kicks it out. This is a 3 attempt off the front of the rim. Looked good from here for Gullison. Just had a little too less on it. We go back the other way now for Lily Bell. Lily Bell crashes in, puts it up. Foul charged inside the paint, and Lily Bell draws the foul.
Okay, and that's going to be 2 quick ones on Gullison now. You know, and I said this when we saw him play St. Mary's, Nick, and some of the things that that Lily Bell is doing right now as an 8th grader, you don't see that. I mean, that is just, I mean, she's got so many skills, and the scary thing about it is she's only going to get better.
She's perfect there from the charity stripe. She goes 2 for 2. She shoots 63% from the free throw line. 160 total points coming into tonight for Lily Bell.
Yeah, it's an 8-0 run right now for Minot High.
And that lead is at 6 as the Demons try to cut into it here. It's worked in from Rhea Rude. Rude looks for the outlet, sends it inside, taken away. Shot clock was down to 8. Minot High with the pressure, gets the basketball back, and Lily Bell goes to work. She stops, top of the arc. She's going to pop for 3. She hits it from downtown.
Crossover, step back, fall away 3. Book it.
Bell's got the board now, and Bell's going to bring it back the other way. One-on-one, she's going to put it up off the glass and in, and all of a sudden, Lily Bell has woken up here for the Magents. She's got the last 5, 6, 7 in a row, and the lead's at 11 for Minot High with 4:59 to play on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High on top, in this West Region Showdown tonight. How about Lily Bell coming to play?
Where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Well, Bill Shetler and his crew want to have a conversation. The 8-2 Demons trailing the 8-1 Magents right now, 16-5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee. Scott, right now, if you're Bill Shetler, what do you think the message is in that huddle?
We got to get the ball in the hole. I mean, they're just having trouble scoring the basketball right now, and obviously, you've got you've got a couple guys in foul trouble with 2 fouls, but yeah, they just got to try to look and get some better shots, and they just need to see something go through the hoop.
Demons look to do that now as the place comes alive. Here's a jump shot. That one falls as Jersey Berg's got her first 2 points of the ball game.
Boy, she's really come on strong. Jersey Berg's had a nice start to the season.
Foul underneath again. This one, I believe, is going to be charged again on Rhea Rude.
It is. And also, we were, I knew it rang a bell, but Nick, I don't know if you're familiar with the former Granora Gopher, Hunter Berg. Played at University of North Dakota, Williston State College. And that is Hunter Berg's daughter, Jersey Berg. So let's just say the basketball bloodline runs pretty thick in the Berg family.
I've spent some time up in that part of the state of North Dakota, that Granora area up in the northwestern side of the state. Evenson's at the line, by the way. She gets that one to fall. 1 for 1 for her from the line. That's point number 7. Hunter Berg still up in that Williston area is still a living legend.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Evenson, 2 for 2. Minot High's lead still at 11. It's 18-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kick back off to the corner and up top. It came here from Gerving. The shot is going to fall in.
That was actually Paige Brewer getting her 5th point.
Thank you very much. Paige Brewer for 3.
Big hoop there.
Evenson other side. She's off the mark. Board pulled down. Back we go for Gerving, and Gerving runs the floor with it. Sent it inside. It's going to be handled by the Demons. They try to work it out with Holsworth, and there's fall inside the paint.
That's going to be 2 on Lily Bell.
Lily Bell leads the Magents with 20 blocks on the season, a player that has been good defensively and offensively here in her 8th grade season. Charged with 2. Now it's Fricky back the other way. And Fricky's going to stop and pop. Fricky had too much on that one. Gets her own rebound, though. Fricky back over to the left side, works it back across. Here come the Magents with Kaler. She goes up top to Lundy. And now Fricky's going to set up shop with 22 on the shot clock. Worked inside, off the glass. The shot came up. The attempt was there from Elsie Hardy, and Hardy's fouled in the play.
Well, that's a good job there by Maggie Fricky. Obviously out of the from her head coach, say let's set the offense up, and they had Hardy just down low pinned, and she had a big size advantage against Newmiller.
Hardy doesn't get the roll. She misses her first miss from the free throw line tonight for the Magents.
And she's only averaging not quite 2 points a game for Minot High.
Second one had too much on it as well. She's been good on the defensive side as well with 16 blocks.
Yep, exactly.
Little step back. That one pulled them back away from Berg. Worked back to the middle. Newmiller's going to have the runner off the mark. Lundy had the rebound. And Lundy works it back across to Fricky. And here comes Fricky over the timeline. Jason Schwartz calls the shots for the Magents. Minot High trying to avenge a loss to the Demons earlier on this season. It's Fricky that handles the basketball here. Sent it inside underneath at the baseline. There's going to be a
turnover.
Whistle. Thank you very much.
Stepped on the end line. Here comes Aguilar back in for Minot. Bismarck High, you know, I mean, they're hanging around. I mean, they're only down 8, but they need to get themselves on a little bit of a run here to close out this first half.
Demons have the basketball. They go to work with Holsworth. She kicks it up top. Blocked there from Lundy on the attempt that came off the fingertips of Peyton Gerving.
I don't think Gerving even saw her.
Lundy's got it again, and Lundy's going to bring it in, throws it inside to Evenson. Evenson had her pocket picked, and we go back the other way on the 2-on-1. Dropped over. Here's the stop. Kicked outside again from downtown. That one had too much on it from Newmiller. Now Minot High's got a 2-on-0 the other way. Aguilar runs it down, puts it up. She's fouled.
And Newmiller doing a good job getting back on defense, but a little too much D there. That's going to give her second personal, 9th team foul, but good outlet pass there and good attack to the tin by Maya Aguilar.
Aguilar can't get that one to fall. Was in, then out.
Sorry, Nick. Minot started 4 for 4 from the line. Now they're 0 for 3.
I was just going to say the same exact thing. Red hot to the starting to fade away here at the midway point to this first half of basketball. 7:31 to be exact left. And now Aguilar changes that as she goes 50% in the ball game, hitting her second. 9-point lead for the Majettes. Ball's thrown inside. Last touch there by Rude, and Minot High will get the ball back, and they're going to go to work back in their defensive territory. Great job on Saturday, I got to tell you, with your interview with Matt Fetch of the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thought that was great.
I thought that was interesting.
It was very interesting.
By the way, that horse is not dead yet.
I would have to think. Scott does a show from the Stadium Lodge every Saturday morning called Overtime, brought to you by the Stadium Lodge. Sports talk show across western North Dakota, across the state, actually across the region with the guests that he brings in. He talked to Matt Fetch on Saturday about realignment of North Dakota high school football, some other topics. I was sitting there listening to that. I better be careful how I say it, but I was on the edge of my seat waiting to hear what was going to come next. Rude's got the basketball. Jump shot no good. Taken out of there by Bell. 2-on-1 back the other way again. Evenson feeds Lundy. Puts it off the window and in, and Avery Lundy scores.
That's just a great way to run. The great outlet pass, nice angle pass, diagonal pass to Lundy, and she's able to put it in and give the double-digit lead for the Majettes.
21-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Little runner, a stop and a pop, and that one's in for Paige Brewer. Brewer having a good night so far for the Demons. That's 7 according to my count for Brewer. Lily Bell with the basketball. Bell kicks it outside. Aguilar from behind the arc. No. Bell towers up, gets the board. Can't get it to fall. Kicks it back outside. Evenson fires for 3. No good. Couple boards in a row there for Minot High. Then the Demons pull one off the glass, so they bring it back across here with Paige Brewer. I got to tell you, the one job that I wouldn't want in high school sports is Matt Fetch's job from the NDHSAA. Good job to Matt Fetch, by the way.
Let's just say I've talked to a couple of football coaches since that interview, Nick.
I'm sure you have. Here's a little jump shot from in the lane. That one was smooth. Nothing but net for Jersey Berg. She's got 4 now in the contest.
Yeah, she needs to look to do more. I think she's just too talented, and she's kind of can be the igniter for this Demon offense. That time, great attack to the tin. There's a quick turnover.
Height had the block on the pass attempt coming from Peyton Gerving. And Minot High's got it back here with Aguilar, and we'll have an over and back call on Minot High. Is that correct?
Yeah. And you talk about that, and Nick, about that football thing, and talking to a couple of coaches, they don't even have a schedule set yet.
Really?
So it's the latest in the year they haven't gone without having a schedule. There's 3 of them out there. They just haven't picked one yet.
Jump shots off the mark. No good. Can you imagine that? Yeah, that conversation's worth a listen. If you're a fan of high school football at all, it can be found on our YouTube channel, on the on-demand feature on our YouTube channel. Again, it's Overtime with Scott Woodmansee from last Saturday. Great lineup. Yeah, it certainly is a changing environment for North Dakota high school sports across the board. Football is the one that has the biggest magnifying glass on it now with the realignment. I like the QRF and what they decided to do there, though, however, changing the regions. Instead of taking the top X out of the East and top X teams out of the West, they're going to take the QRF and decide who the top teams are. Seems a little more fair maybe in that sense, depending on how those schedules are lined up as the X factor to that whole conversation.
Well, I think one of the things that comes out of it when you talk to a lot of the football coaches is they say, well, if we're going to do this for football, what are we going to how much say does this have for a 3-class system? Well, that's a whole nother can of worms.
Evenson went 1 for 2. Sorry there, Woody.
No, you're fine, man. That's
Fricky then pulled down the board and put it in. Now Fricky's got the takeaway. She's going to cross it back over. Fricky into the paint, puts it up too much on it. Board pulled down by the Demons there in Jersey Berg. And now Bismarck High brings it back across the timeline. Spun to the corner. Evenson had a handle on the basketball. Goes off to Lundy. Evenson's got it again. The baseball pass to Aguilar. And it's run and gun for the Magents now. Fricky does a little footloose dance. Kicks it off to Bell. And then Bell's going to fire for 3. No good. Katie Graff had the board and a timeout coming on the floor. The Demons call a timeout again. We've got 4:14 remaining in our opening half of basketball tonight. Minot High has a 10-point lead on the BNC National Bank. It's 24-14. Good one on the PSP Network. Continuing to brew from the Carl Gard Gymnasium.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Well, stick around for our post-game show of this matchup and the boys' matchup later on tonight, brought to you by Schatz Crossroads Travel Center of the Magic City and Planning Team Financial of the capital city. Schatz Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. Schatz Crossroads, home of the famous number 99 at Schatz Crossroads.
Well, I like the aggressiveness of Paige Brewer there. She's just she's really the one keeping them, in this game. Bismarck has only got 3 girls that have scored the basketball, and Brewer's got 7 of the 14.
Bennett off to Aguilar. A team that has a lot more distribution coming into tonight's WDA contest. Certainly looking to unhook the plow with this one. Aguilar does just that. Aguilar is going to bury for 3. Her second three-pointer of the ball game. She's got 7. And the lead's at 27-14 for Minot High.
I don't think Bismarck High can be shooting 20%.
Basketball's taken off the glass on the shot. No good there from Holsworth. Comes back down to Aguilar. Across it comes. Fricky's got it. Fricky hits the brakes. Skip pass back up to Evenson. Aguilar. Is this a heat check? It is, and she converts it. Aguilar from downtown. 3 3-pointers now for Maya Aguilar. 16-point lead. Worked across here by the Demons. They go over with Holsworth. Holsworth at the elbow. Worked it back up top. Fans start to come to volume on the Minot High side here at the Carl Gard Gymnasium. Here's a runner that's off the mark. That attempt from Brewer. And it's Minot High and Evenson back with the basketball across the timeline. Fricky downtown. Yes, nothing but net for Maggie Fricky.
And she hasn't even gotten into the scoring column. And look out as Minot High is running away with this one.
33-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Oh my goodness. Minot High's on top.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Well, is it what you expected tonight, Minot High? Like you mentioned, runaway train in this first half.
Well, you wonder. I talked about it in the pregame, Nick. You wonder about what that coming off that short turnaround, after expending a lot of energy against Bismarck against Century. And, I know it's been, you've had a couple days, but, boy, and we don't keep the shooting percentages, but like I said, I don't know that Bismarck High is shooting even 20% in this first half. And right now, a 12-0 run, another one by Minot High, and Bismarck High's got to do something here quick in this last 2:43 to stop the bleeding.
I think the biggest stat line that you mentioned here in this first half, only 3 girls with points in the contest. Brewers got 7, 2 for Berg, and a 3-pointer for Gullison to get to 14. There's Neumiller off the glass and in. Neumiller trying to change that now.
Well, and that's probably what you need to do right there is Bismarck High is having a hard time scoring the basketball from outside the perimeter. They need to maybe start attacking the basket a little bit more and creating some N1s like Neumiller just converted on.
Old-fashioned 3-point play. Taken here by Aguilar back across the timeline from Minot High. You look at what the Magents have done on the season. They had a 6-game win streak to start. Then they lost to Bismarck High 61-55. They then beat Turtle Mountain, Jamestown, and Mandan all in a row to be on a 3-game win streak coming into tonight. You look at the Demons, and Bismarck High had a 4-game win streak to start. They lost to Century 62-52 back on the 4th of January. Then they won 4 straight. They run into the buzzsaw that is Century again. And the lights have been a little bit cold in the gym for them again here tonight, looking to get back to their winning ways inside of the West region. Certainly not over yet, but right now it's Minot High that if they can keep their foot on the gas pedal, this would be an impressive one for the Young Magents tonight.
Yeah, it certainly would. And, anytime you go on the road, Nick, in the WDA, and you can play like this, and we'll see, obviously it's a long way from over with, but, as a head, that's got to be really pleasing for a head coach, and particularly with the young group of ladies that he has.
Fricky delivers off. This is Height with the basketball. She goes back up to Fricky. Fricky drops it back over. They work back around to Evenson. One of the seniors in this lineup for Minot High. She was important last year for the Magents. She's been kind of quiet here in her senior campaign. That's because the young ladies have kind of taken the spotlight. Evenson, one of those girls that probably is all right with that, considering Minot High is winning right now and winning in a big way across the board in most of these WDA matchups, going 8-1 to this point in the season.
2 bunnies missed right there by Neumiller, but I like what they did there. They got Neumiller on the block, they posted her up, and she attacked that way. She's just got to be able to convert those.
Ball kicked off to the corner, 3 attempt, no good. Evenson rebound off the glass and in. And Mariah Evenson scores another one. Evenson leading all scorers in the ball game here tonight. She's got 11 according to my count. Little runner off the front of the rim, no good again for Hallsworth. Basketball taken back by Height across the timeline, and Height's going to bring it in, puts it up, left hand, no good. Basketball taken by the Demons. They bring it back the other way, and it's taken here by Peyton Gerving. Gerving to Neumiller. She's going to fire from behind the arc. We're under a minute to play in the opening half. Here's a shot, no good. They just haven't had any roll at all here tonight.
Yeah, they're just, like I said, Neumiller, not a good shot there. I mean, she'd had a little bit of room, but fake that, attack the basket, and try to get an easy one. Now, granted, she just missed a couple easy ones, but Bismarck, I just can't make any shots outside of 15 feet.
From the charity stripe, Gullison has her fourth point to the ball game. 5'6" junior hit a 3-pointer early on. She's been quiet since. Second attempt from the free throw line, shooting 55%. Gets that one to fall, and she's got 5 now. Down to 56.2 seconds remaining. Stick around for our halftime report, brought to you by our friends in Minot at Premier Chiropractic and our friends in Bismarck at Legacy Financial Partners. They bring you the halftime report here tonight at the Carl Gard Gymnasium for North Dakota High School basketball in this doubleheader. Ball touched the end line, and the Demons are going to have it back.
Yeah, now at this stage of the game, Knight, you got to be able to convert a hoop here. Good to go out in a half, get it down to 14.
Gerving dribbles into the lane. She's going to go back over to the right side, puts it up and in.
Yeah, that was Maya Holsworth, a nice little step through move down there on the right baseline.
Holdsworth puts it up and in. This is Lundy from downtown, no good. Ball comes back to Aguilar. There's going to be ball charged here. I'm on it high. The Minot High faithful didn't like that one.
Ooh, I got Aguilar on that one. I didn't see that. And that's going to be Minot High's 7th team foul. So that means Newmiller's going to go shoot a bonus.
With the friendly roll, that one's going to fall in. Lead cut down to 13. Second attempt off the mark. That was Newmiller at the free throw line. She's now 2 for 3 in the ball game. All right, caught him down. We're at 7 seconds remaining here. This is Bennett firing. That tower's way up high, no good. Board pulled down for Newmiller. She's going to have a chance at the buzzer. Fires it down. Off the mark. Scoreless at the attempt at the buzzer, but 22 put up in the first half by the Demons. 35 for the Majettes on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're going to tell you how they mustered up the points in the first half when we come back to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report and our Legacy Financial Partners halftime report. Those two businesses, one in the Magic City, one in the Capital City, bring you our halftime report when we come back to the Carl Gard Gymnasium. The Jets on top of this one. It's North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
We've reached halftime in the WDA Showdown tonight with Minot High and Bismarck High. It's the Majettes on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, leading 35-22. Halftime brought to you tonight by our friends in the Magic City at Premier Chiropractic, focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries can be found at PremierChiropracticND.com. Legacy Financial Partners in Bismarck brings you the halftime report as well tonight. A private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. When you have the right financial advisors, life can be brilliant. Minot High was pretty brilliant in that first half. 35 points for them. It's Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee as we break down that opening half of basketball. Is brilliant a term that you could use for Minot High, or is out to lunch maybe the real storyline for Bismarck High in that opening half tonight?
No, I think it was just a well-played first half by Minot High. I mean, my gosh, you go on 2 runs in that first half. I've always said, I was told by a good friend of mine and coach in the NBA, Dave Yeager, basketball is a game of runs. There's 3 runs in the game of basketball. You're going to have one, they're going to have one, and you better be the one to get the third one in order to win the game. Well, guess what? Right now, Minot High has got 2 runs. And so Bismarck High, down 13. I think the way that Bismarck High shot the ball, Nick, and how they played in that opening half, I think Bill Shetler's got to be fairly pleased being down just 13, because Minot High was on the verge of blowing this thing out. And Bismarck High, bounced back a little bit there to end that opening half. But Bismarck High's got to come out, and they got to start making some shots and play, get after it a little bit harder on the defensive end, and that's where Minot High's been really good on the defensive end as well.
Nobody in double digits for the Demons, 2 in double digits for Minot High. We'll have that full recap coming your way in just a moment. For Minot High on the other side here, Scott, any major corrections for Jason Schwartz and his crew, or do they just keep the foot on the gas pedal?
No, I think you just keep doing what you're doing. Your leading scorer didn't score till late in the game. Maggie Fricky coming in here almost averaging 18.5 on the season. But then you got some contributions out of a Maya Aguilar. Obviously, she's in double digits. Evenson and Lily Bell. So, no, I don't think you change anything. And I think the intensity of the Minot High, as I said, what they've done on the defensive side of the ball has been pretty impressive. Now, a lot of the poor shooting of Bismarck High attributes to some of that. But, no, I think Minot High just keeps doing what they're doing right now.
Here's the numbers of the opening half, brought to you by our friends at Legacy Financial Partners and Premier Chiropractic. Let's start with the Demons, who trail in this contest 22-35. They're led in the opening half of basketball by Paige Brewer. She had 7. One of her field goals was from behind the 3-point line. 2 for Holsworth, 4 for Berg, 4 for Peyton Newmiller, and 5 for Allie Gullison to get to 22. Minot High led by Mariah Evenson, the senior, with 11 in that first half of basketball. 10 for Maya Aguilar, 2 for Avery Lundy, 7 for Lily Bell, and 5 for Maggie Fricky. That's how Minot High gets to 35 on the board here tonight. 35-22 at the break. Minot High is on top. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. Loyal and True, the school song, blares on for the Majettes. When we come back, we'll inbound the ball and play our second half.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot. Time for our second half of basketball on the PSP Network. Minot High leads at the break 35-22. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, let's put a cap on the Legacy Financial Partners and Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Well, Ameriprise Financial can create a personalized goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Legacy Financial Partners, Private Wealth Advisory Practice, Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC at 232-8886. Let's get underway for the second. If you're just joining us here tonight, Minot High is in maroon. Bismarck High is in white. The Demons were cold in the first half. They start the second half a bit cold as well as the shot came away there from Gerving. It was off the mark. Carl Guard Gymnasium starting to fill up.
Well, that's a great high-low action there. They found Holsworth cutting to the basket. She caught it and laid it in.
4 now for Holsworth in the ballgame. Big thanks to Premier Chiropractic in the Magic City as well. They brought you the halftime report tonight. Here's a 3 attempt other side off the mark for Fricke. Board pulled down by the Demons, and the Demons are back across with it. This is Gerving up off the window and in, and Sydney Gerving has her first 2 points of the ballgame.
Well, that's a good outlet pass and then a better crossover move to get to from the left side to the right side by Gerving to lay it in, and now the Demons get it down into single digits.
Well, the conversation in the room at the half from Bill Schittler, the head coach of the Demons, would have been a fun one to listen to. Bismarck High comes out moving and grooving, but so does Avery Lundy. She'll hit from downtown.
Avery Lundy's second field goal of the night, her first 3, I think it was her second 3, and she answers the bell for Minot High.
3 attempt other side, no good there from Gerving. Board pulled down by Lundy of the Magents, and we go back the other way across the timeline. Lundy's got it here, works it off. Fricke, she's going to fire from outside the arc again, and the 8th grader Maggie Fricke's got 2 threes tonight.
And just like that, Bismarck High climbs to where they wanted to, and then bam, bam, they just zap you.
You ever had a Red Bull before, Woody?
Yeah, I have.
That's kind of like this second half all of a sudden, just a jolt into the broadcast here in this matchup. Both teams coming out, going blow for blow early on in the second half of basketball, but it's Minot High that still has a 41-26 lead. Aguilar puts it down and up off the window. Offensive is the charge on Maya Aguilar. That's going to be her second personal, first team foul.
Yeah, Aguilar just out of control there, and good job there by Gullison stepping in there with those 2 personal fouls, drawing the charge. So big defensive stop there that's Aguilar's second team foul.
Demons
second personal, sorry.
Back across the timeline, it comes down to Fricke. She took the basketball away. Jason Schwartz, bottom left of your screen, holds out the hand to say slow up shop just a little bit. Let's wear some time down off that shot clock. It's Evenson that goes up for it. She's charged with the travel.
And for the Demons, number 1, Paige Brewer.
Newmiller's going to inbound here for Bismarck High. Across the timeline come the Demons, and with the basketball, this is Peyton Gerving. She worked it up back to Sydney Gerving. Back over here on the near side, it comes for Paige Brewer. She's at the elbow, dropped it back up top. Newmiller's got it again. 15 on the shot clock. Newmiller steps in, then back out, worked it back all the way outside the arc.
Give it to her. to get Elsie Hardy. Boy, they had Newmiller posted up in the block, and they didn't give it to her. And just like that, you see that, boom, the ball's got to go in there.
With the basketball, it's worked over to the far side for Brewer. She's just going to dribble in. Little jump shot to Paige Brewer. Has 9 down.
Well, Paige Brewer likes playing against Minot High. She had a good game, 17 in that first one. She's got 9 thus far.
Evenson had to move. Didn't get it to foul, however, and we go back the other way now for Sydney Gerving. And Gerving stops, finds the outlet outside. Downtown look, no good for Newmiller. Board pulled down by the Magents, and they run and gun the floor with it. This came from Lundy to Fricke, and Fricke's got it far side. Dribbles in, then out. Up top it comes. Lundy downtown, no good. Back of the iron, and it's the Demons that are going to come back the other way across the half-court line. To the elbow, work back up top. Newmiller, she's going to dribble drive. She'll put it up off the glass, no good.
They just can't get anything to go.
Fricke's got an open lane. Now she's going to put it up off the window. Can't get that one to fall. Newmiller had the rebound. And we go back the other way for the Demons. Bismarck High last year finished 4th inside of the West region. They went 14-6. They did not qualify for the state tournament. Is that correct, Woody, last year?
No, they did not. They did not qualify last year for that state tournament as they were they lost to Legacy in the state qualifying game, 65-51.
In the state play, and Minot High didn't get there last year either. The Magents looking to get back to the big dance. 9-11 last year for Minot High. They finished 7th inside the West region. They had a 10-13 campaign overall. Obviously a better run this year at 8-1, number 2 inside of the West region right now, and according to the media, number 5 in the state of North Dakota. At the halfway point of the season, and a big one here tonight. Here's a shot from behind the arc that was no good off the attempt there from Brewer.
And then they're going to get Holsworth for the reach in there, her first personal. Going to be the team's first of the half for the Demons.
Across the timeline it comes for Tori Height. She's going to work it up top. Now this is Lundy with the basketball. Lundy's going to dribble into the paint, puts it high up off the window, no good. Lily Bell came in. She got the board. Bell threw it over towards the timeline. Out of bounds it went, so the Demons will have the possession arrow back.
Well, they had Rude guarding Lundy there, and that was just a big mismatch, and Lundy took advantage of it but couldn't convert.
Holsworth dishes off, goes back over down to Brewer. Brewer's got it off to the corner. It went away to Hins. Hins works it back upstairs, and it's going to be dribbled here by Holsworth. Holsberg crashes in, and Holsworth is charged with the she drew the foul. Evenson charged with the foul.
Evenson gets called, the third team foul on the Magets.
41-28, Minot High on top. That lead cut into just a bit more as the attempt from the free throw line falls in for the Demons. Holsworth shooting 40% from the free throw line, and she's now 2 for 2 in the ballgame. Lily Bell with the basketball. Off to Fricke, then Bell again. Bell's only an 8th grader. Dribbles behind the back. Guarded heavily here. 11-point lead for the Magents. Bell's got it. She's going to go into the paint. One-handed, put it up, no good. Board pulled down there by Rude, and Rude's going to bring it back across the timeline with the help here of Holsworth. Holsworth thought about it, now just handles inside the paint. Puts it up off the window and in, and Maya Holsworth has 2 more.
Oh, Maya Holsworth's been the energy here in this second half for Bismarck High as she's got a quick 6 leading the way in this second half.
12:25 ticking away here in the second half. This is Fricke from downtown. Nothing but net. Tickles the twine with the shot from behind the arc. And Maggie Fricke's got a hat trick of 3-pointers tonight. And Minot High's got a 44-32 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. North Dakota High School basketball, the PSP Network. Honey like the 8th grader from downtown.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Huge thanks once again to all those great sponsors that make PSP Network operate. Without those sponsors, frankly, we just wouldn't be here. So if you can, make sure to patronize those places. Let them know that you sure appreciate their support to the PSP Network. Our mission is promoting local athletes with these broadcasts across the state of North Dakota and here in the WDA. Make sure to like and follow us on all social media platforms as well to help us promote local athletes. PSP Network, it's game day.
Good work there by the Demons as Jersey Berg attacked the baseline, found Paige Brewer, but just a little suitcase violation, and they turn it over again to Bismarck High.
Maggie Fricke with the basketball. She works it off to Lundy. Lundy goes back to Lily Bell and then work back over to Fricke, who's got it here. Sent up now to Lundy again, and Lundy's going to work it back to Fricke. Guarded heavily there by Gerving. Dished off to Lundy, crashes in towards the paint. It's going to be a foul of the play. 2 shots coming here for Lundy.
That one's going to go against Sydney Gerving, her third, second team foul. Good patience there by Minot on the offensive end. They set that double screen for Lundy, but she wasn't able to get it off, and then she decided to attack the glass, drew the contact, and now she makes the first of 2.
5'8" sophomore guard. How do you like this for a percentage from the free throw line? 82%. She doesn't miss there. That's obviously some work put into the driveway in the summertime. Probably more than just the summertime, I'd have to assume, but maybe not the driveway, especially on a day like today. Sent in off the Demons on the attempt to send it down low. Minot High touched it last. So the Demons will get the ball back. 46-32. Minot leads with 11:30 left here in regulation. Stick around for tonight's postgame show. Brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession, it's Planning Team Financial. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight as well. Shots Crossroads in the Magic City. Home to the famous number 99 takeaway there. Put up off the glass and in. Newmiller with a nice aggressive play. Now has 6 in the ball game.
Well, Newmiller turned it over, and she stayed with it after that. She's able to create the turnover from Minot High, and then she went in and scored with the layup.
Bennett's got the basketball through the paint, then out over to Lundy off the mark over the corner. Newmiller had the board, and now Newmiller's going to bring it back across again. Team high 15 points per night for average for Peyton Newmiller. Threw that one away, and Minot High is going to have the ball back.
Jersey Berg was already at the basket before she brought the ball with her, but Bill Shetler on that rebound as Newmiller got the rebound just kind of hesitated, saying, girls, we got to go. We got to push it. We got to get up the floor.
Aguilar and Rude check back in. Aguilar for the Magents across the timeline. She's got it here and drops it back over now to Tori Height from the corner off the attempt there from Bennett. It was no good. We go back the other way now for the Demons. Newmiller at the free throw line. Nice look. Sends it inside. That one bounces around and then falls as Maya Holsworth has another 2 here in the ballgame.
Yeah, that's a great pass there by Peyton Newmiller. Got herself under control. Found Holsworth on the backside, and she finished it off.
Tori Height trying to heat up from the corner. That one's off the mark. Who touched it last? And Schweigert says we're going to go Bismarck High's direction. Here with 10:18 remaining here in this second half of basketball. Newmiller to inbound. Kind of like a North Dakota thunderstorm inside the Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight. You can just see it brewing and the fans continuing to build and build and build for tonight's number 2 versus number 3 boys showdown in the state of North Dakota. We'll have it for you here on the PSP Network. Hope you stick around for it. Eagle staff against Descent and others. Can you build those high school games that way? Those 2 kids going against each other. We did with a promo last night. 2 of the high-flying studs inside of the West region.
Oh, it's an over-under on dunks in this next one, do you suppose? I'm going to take the over and go 4.
I'm hard-pressed not to think that we're going to see some slamma-jammas here tonight in a big way. 10-point lead for Minot High in this one. Frankie's got it here, and she works it back off to Aguilar. Aguilar sends it in, off to Lily Bell. It's going to be a foul that was charged. Minot High is going to get the ball back, and the foul's charged on number 5, Mia Hintz.
Third team foul on Bismarck High, also the third on Hintz.
Hey, don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. Jersey Mike's subs a sub above. You ever had Jersey Mike's before?
I have not had that, no.
When you're in the Magic City, we're going to Jersey Mike's. You got to try the number 99 at Jersey Mike's.
What's the number 99?
It's a well. Here's the kicker.
Does every restaurant have numbers up there? What is it? What is it at Shots Crossroad? What's that one again?
There's a 99 there.
That's
too.
what I thought.
Famous as well. Jersey Mike's number 99 is a delicious. I'm telling you, it's the best Philly cheesesteak I think I've ever had in my life. Philly cheesesteak. They add a little extra spicy mayo on there and some jalapenos. That's what makes it a 99. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll bet it makes it a 99. Yeah, that's, oh boy.
Basketball handled by the Demons. Inside look. Oh, how about the block from Lundy? She said, I don't think so. And Lundy comes up with the stuff there.
Oh, and then she got aggressive there. She just kind of throwing the shoulders a little bit was Lundy.
Minot High averages 4.6 blocks per night inside of conference play. The Demons have been blocked on average 2.2 times per ball game. Turnaround shot, Newmiller. That one was pure nothing but net for Peyton Newmiller.
Well, Lundy overran her that time, and Newmiller just reverse pivoted and was able to hit the 15-footer.
Demons are clawing back into the contest. 46-38, Minot High on top. But here comes Bismarck High. Minot High led 35-22 at the break. And a little more tempo here in the second half. Lily Bell's off the mark. Board pulled down by the Demons. They come back across. Peyton Gerving averaging 13 per night off to Newmiller from the side. No good. Board pulled down by Bell, and we go back the other way now for Fricke. Fricke's over the timeline, dribbles down to the corner. Has some company there, goes off to Bell, and Bell takes it into the paint, left-handed. Oh, my. How do you like that move from Lily Bell? She's got 9 now in the ballgame.
Oh, a la George Gerving right there with the scoop to the hoop by Lily Bell.
You talked about it in the pregame tonight, that if anyone came into the gym tonight to watch that young lady play, she's got a big block there, no soup for you. You would have said there's no chance that young lady's only in 8th grade. She's going to fire from college marks, no good. That one's off just a little bit too much on it. The Demons come back the other way. Future's bright. At what point do you think Fricke and Bell start getting scouted? Is it right now, or has it already been going on, probably at the youth levels?
I'll bet it's been going on. You can pretty much count your change on that one. Ooh.
Sorry, Woody.
No, you're fine.
Here's Newmiller with the basketball. She puts it up. That one with one-handed spin, no good. Fricke's going to run the floor with it. Fricke takes it down, has a crossover look, ran into Rhea Rude, and then a travel violation is called. Minot High fans didn't like that one very much.
Well, yeah, and Maggie Fricke then gets up and opens her hands up and pounds them on the floor. No, that was just good defense, young lady. I mean, that was Rude held her position, and Fricke just ran into her. And that was just give Rude a lot of credit on that. That was a good defensive stance.
Basketball handled here by the Demons again. This is Allie Gullison. Dished it back up to Brewer. Brewer's got the ball. Now Lily Bell goes to work, and work will be done for Bell as she brings it across the timeline. Guarded heavily there.
And another block for Minot.
Aguilar up top with the basketball. Aguilar dribbles over to the left side, now looks for Lundy. Lundy steps back, thought about it. Now she's going to send it back across the court. Here to Bennett. Bennett's got the basketball. She's at the elbow. We're going to have a call coming here on Newmiller. And Newmiller up to number 3 now on the foul sheet for me.
Yep.
10-point lead for Minot, 6:27 left.
Boy, Bismarck High just can't get over that magic hump. They get it in, and then it's always a big shot on the other end from Minot High.
Lundy's got it. She sent it in, taken away by the Demons, and the Demons bring it back across the timeline. Setting up, 3 attempt. This one for Berg. Jersey Berg from downtown. First points of the second half, but she's got 7 now in the ball game.
I'm telling you, she's got to look to score more. She's a player.
Aguilar with the basketball here, crosses it back over to the left side, comes to Lundy, and Lundy's going to work it back into the paint. Here's Lily Bell back up top. Aguilar, Bennett's wide open for 3 off the mark, no good. Ball pushed out to bounce. Who's going to get the ball back here? They're going to say...
I think they're going to say Jersey Berg knocked it out of bounds.
A little bit of a challenge to see from up here. I like this vantage point to the Carl Guard from where we are. We're at the top row of the bleachers, a little bit further away than in the Magic City, and certainly a little further away than...
Well, you haven't been to Legacy yet.
This is a little spin move. I could see that one up and in was Mariah Evenson. She's got 13 now to lead all scorers in the ball game.
Yeah, and her first hoop of the second half.
Legacy's a little bit higher up, a little more stairs maybe.
Oh, yeah, there's a distance.
Work back up top now by Brewer. Brewer's going to scrub forward here with Evenson. Jump basketball, and the arrow belongs to the Magents. Don't forget that Clean Tech offers 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. You can find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech has been coming to the rescue since 1992. Want to thank our friends at Magic City Inspections as well. The locally owned company provided you exceptional inspection services to make sure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership.
Peyton Gerving got called for a foul there, her first personal.
15 foul on the Demons as we approach the 5-minute mark here in regulation. The lead's at 9 for Minot High. Now the intensity starts to build as the crowd continues to file in. Aguilar off the front of the rim. Kind of a tale between two halves here tonight. Minot High not shooting as well as they did in the first. Bismarck High definitely shooting better here in the second. Evenson with the board. She brings it down, works it back up top. Fricky thought about it, then turned the motor on. Worked it back up to Evenson. Dribbles in on her left side. Looks for the outlet up top. Aguilar open. 3-latch. Called it, and she got it.
Oh, great rotation there. Aguilar just slid over to that high left side, and great pass, and Aguilar knocked one down. Gives her 13.
One free throw tonight. The rest have come from behind the three-point line. That has to put some weight on being involved in our conversation for the MVP of the night, brought to you by Sports Clips, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would say. No question about that one. Oh,
how about that left-handed play up and off the glass and in? Maya Holsworth, she's been big in the second half for the Demons. 10 in the second half, 12 altogether for Holsworth. Lead still at 10. Bell works it in, puts it up. Right-handed gets it to fall, and she goes to the free throw line.
As I think the outside, well, nonetheless, it is a blocking foul, but I think Bill Shetler thought he was going to get it to go the other way, and it didn't happen, and so Lily Bell will go for the and one.
11 tonight for Lily Bell. She was our MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips last Friday when she put up 23. Young lady, I was interviewing her at the start of the interview when we were at commercial break. I said, "You get nervous for this stuff?" And she said, "Well, I've never done this before." I said, "Well, just think about me like one of your dad's buddies. I'm just a basketball guy that wants to know how the game went." And she got a big smile on her face and said, "No problem." And she knocked it right out of the park. Future is so bright for her. Aguilar charged with the foul.
Yep, her third, team's 5th of the half. Well, Bismarck High's got to start thinking about doing things and doing them quick as time not in their favor.
Newmiller outside the arc. That won't help the cause. It was off. Out of there with it comes Fricky. Fricky looking for the timeout as Jason Schwartz. He'll get it. We're going to take a timeout as well. 56-43. The Magents are on top and on the road tonight to Bismarck. Plenty more to come on the PSP Network. Just getting good from the capital city.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
.315 ticks away here in regulation tonight. Evenson's got the basketball, puts that one up, no good. Demons are going to pull it down and bring it back to the other end of the floor. Another opportunity and 2 more points for Maya Holsworth. And Holsworth has been good with a capital G here in the second half. 14 for her in the ball game. Aguilar, money ball from downtown, and Aguilar has another one. That's 5 3-pointers tonight for Maya Aguilar.
She didn't shoot twos, Nick.
Another jump basketball coming here. Arrow belongs to who? Let's see. It's going to be
Bismarck High.
Bismarck High ball.
You know, it's been that way all this whole second half. Bismarck High gets it down in single digits, and then Minot High comes back and just somebody just steps up and makes a big shot, and that's really been the difference in this in the second half here for Minot High.
Lundy charged with the foul. That's her first personal. 5 players for Minot High with a 3-pointer tonight. Fricky's got 3 of them. Evenson has 2 of them. 5 for Aguilar, 1 for Lundy, and 1 for Lily Bell tonight.
Well, how about this for Bismarck High? Peyton Gerving comes in averaging 13.5 points on the season. She does not have a basket in this contest. And that, for Bismarck High to be successful, that cannot happen.
Well, you talk about her and 25 threes coming into tonight. Obviously a girl that could shoot the lights out of the gymnasium. She has been silenced here in this matchup tonight with the Magents. With the basketball, this is Fricky up top. They're going to have a lane violation. And the Demons will get the ball back. You mentioned it. Crunch time now for Bismarck High, 59-45. Minot's on top. We approach the 2-minute mark here in regulation on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Bounce pass inside. There's a nice little give-and-go play, and Holsworth continues to light it up here tonight.
Well, she's the one keeping Bismarck High within reasonable distance.
14 now in the ball game for Holsworth.
Good move there by, sorry, Nick. Good move by Minot High. Slow it down, work some clock, get a good shot.
Evenson off of the corner. Works it back up top. Fricky over in the corner now. Aguilar, can she get another one? Nope, that one's off the mark. 12 of those 14, by the way, are coming in the second half here for Maya Holsworth. Not a bad outing here for her tonight. With 94 seconds remaining in the contest, we've got follow the play. Gollison charged with her 3rd personal.
And that is Bismarck High's 7th team foul, so that's going to put Evenson at the line.
Mariah Evenson coming in, averaging 11 per night here for Minot High. She hit that mark in the first half. She led all scorers in the first half of basketball with the 11 that she put up. She's got 14 now and a chance to make it 15, and she nails it. Evenson's got the lead at 61-47, Minot High on top. Basketball worked inside. It was last touched by Holsworth. Demons turn it over, and Minot High is going to have the ball back here. Minot High could sense the victory. Looking to improve to 9-1 on the season. The Demons would fall to 8-2 inside the conference tonight. 8-3 in the conference tonight with a loss here to Minot High. There's a foul inside again.
That one's going to go on Newmiller. That'll be number 4 on her. But good move there by Lily Bell. Got Newmiller to blow by her, and in the process, she was fouled as Lily Bell attacked the basket.
Bell misses on her first attempt. Bell has gone 3 for 4 now in the ball game. She hit her first 3, 2 of them in the first half, 1 in the second, and then missed that one This is the second as well. You won't see that very often from Lily Bell. Back up top for Fricky. 1:13 remains on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Ball's going to be charged on the Demons, Sydney Gerving.
Yeah, well, big statement win for Minot High. Fricky makes the first.
$12 for Fricky, make it 13 for Fricky now as she drains the second one as well. 1:10 remaining here in this second half of basketball. That one kisses the glass for Sydney Gerving, and Gerving's got 4 now in the ballgame. Average 3.7 coming in. She's got 4 that come here in the second half.
Yeah, and just like that, she's going to be gone.
She falls out of the contest. That will bring number 5 back in. That's Mia Hins checking back in for Gerving. Stick around for the Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. Shots Crossroads in the Magic City, where team buses are always welcome. Fricky hits there. She's got 3 in a row from the free throw line. Planning Team Financial Services of Bismarck also brings you the postgame show here tonight. Fricky, perfect again. 90% from the free throw line for Maggie Fricky. It's a pretty impressive number, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Holsworth works it up top. And it's not like she hasn't had opportunities from the line coming in. She had been seen at the free throw line 55 times coming into the ball game and shooting 90%. I mean, it's just almost unheard of.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, she's an 8th grader.
Yeah. Worked up top. This is a shot from 3 land that's off the mark for Peyton Gerving. Work back outside. Now the basketball is going to be controlled here by the Demons. Holsworth. Gerving again. Over from the corner. Gullison. Gullison brings it in. Bell's behind her. Bell got the arms up in the way. Minot High causing trouble down and deep. Lundy was in there as well. It's Bell or Lundy that's going to get charged, and it's Avery Lundy that's got her second personal.
Yeah, not a good foul there by Avery, as 25.4 to play, but that being said, it's all academic right now.
You go back to January 8th, and Bismarck High traveled to Minot to take down the Magents. They won 61-55 that night. And Minot High is going to get some sweet redemption here tonight against the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. Gullison went 1 for 2 on that trip to the line.
Oh, what'd they call there?
Not sure what the call was. I do apologize. Basketball comes back here to Fricky. She gets it off to Lundy. All right, get ready to count them down. We're at 15 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Work back up to Evenson. Minot High is just going to hold on to the basketball. Fans are going to come to their feet, and the Magents are going to move to 9-1 in the conference. 10th win of the year for Minot High. They improved to 10-1 on the year. The Demons fall to 8-3 in the region and overall. Stick around for our postgame show, brought to you by Planning Team, Financial Advisors, and Shots Crossroads of the Magic City. When we come back, we're going to break down this matchup here tonight. We'll also bring you our MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. We'll do that along with naming our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers and Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Final tonight, 65-50. Minot High gets the victory and the redemption at the Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Back to our planning team financial services post-game show along with Shots Crossroads. Bringing you the post-game here tonight. Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. They bring you the post-game tonight, your post-game headquarters along with Planning Team Financial. We'll go into those businesses in just a moment. But first, we've got our player of the game joining us, brought to you by Sport Clips, the MVP of the night here tonight. Maya Aguilar, man, you were feeling it here tonight from behind the arc. What is that like in a game like this where you just know they're going to fall for you? You almost were perfect from behind the three-point line here tonight. Must have felt pretty good.
It did. It felt really good. My teammates got me the ball when I was open, and we just moved the ball well, so they're the reason why I get those shots.
16 points for you tonight, one of the game highs here tonight. How big was this win over Bismarck High?
We really wanted it, I feel like, because we lost that first one, and we really wanted to come back and get this win here, especially at Bismarck High. It's really nice.
9-1 now on the season. Number 2 inside the West region. Bismarck Century, the team you're trying to track down. You get some sweet redemption against Bismarck High. What do you need to improve on as a team if you guys want a shot at winning that region championship this year?
Well, I feel like we got to rebound more on our offensive boards and just make sure that our defense is sharp, because our defense is good if we push the ball and have a bunch of energy on the bench.
Great job here tonight. Nice job with the interview as well. You're MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips.
Thank you.
Maya Aguilar, the MVP of the game here tonight on the PSP Network. Fantastic job from her. MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can have the MVP experience, nothing like it. It's the MVP experience brought to you by Sport Clips in Minot and in Bismarck. We have reached our post-game show here tonight. We get set down for a good matchup on the boys' side, but first let's close out this matchup on the girls' side here tonight. It is the Planning Team Financial Services and Shots Crossroads post-game show here tonight on the PSP Network. Scott, your overall takeaway of that matchup here tonight. Minot High just found a way to get the job done and put more buckets through the hoop here tonight. It seemed they really did a nice job of the ballgame.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at Minot High down the line. I mean, if Minot High is going to get 15, 16, and 12, from 4 of the 6 gals that scored, I mean, they're going to win a lot of basketball games. Bismarck High, if Maya Holsworth's not in the game, this thing's a blowout. And that just can't happen. I mean, Bismarck High and Peyton Gerving not getting a basket in a game like this, that's just unacceptable. And Bismarck High is going to have to figure out a way where they can be able to score the basketball, because the last couple of games have been tough. But hey, you know what? You regroup. You want to play a game like this, you play it now, and you see what happens as we start to turn the page into February.
Time to take a look at the scoring here tonight. Let's start with the Demons tonight that ended up with 50 in the ball game. They were led tonight by Holsworth, who had 16, 9 for Paige Brewer, 7 for Jersey Berg, 8 for Peyton Newmiller, and 6 for Allie Gullison. Minot High tonight was led by the 16 from Aguilar, 15 for Evenson and for Fricky, 12 for Lily Bell tonight, and 7 for Avery Lundy. Minot High gets the victory after having a halftime lead at 35-22 on the PSP network. They go into the second half. Bismarck came out, fired some punches. It was Holsworth that ended up with 14 points in the second half, but Minot High just had too much muscle. They go on for the victory here tonight. Time to name our move of the game tonight. This move of the game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, let Roger Ward and Jobbers help you with those needs. Locations in Minot and Bismarck, Fargo and Aberdeen. Find them online, Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Well, the move of the game for me came from the young lady Lily Bell, who stepped up with a crossover move in the first half and nailed a college three-pointer to give Minot a 10-point lead early on in the ball game. Your move of the game, Lily Bell for Minot High with the step-back three-pointer after an excellent crossover move. Jobbers and Roger Ward bring you the move of the game here tonight. We've already named our game MVP. That was Maya Aguilar from Minot High School. That brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Well, a doubleheader tonight. That means we need to set the table for the boys matchup on the PSP network. Buckle up tight. This is going to be a good one. Number 2 against number 3 in the state of North Dakota. And the biggest rivalry for Minot High basketball. The Demons have some rivals of their own, but Minot High certainly high on that list. We'll talk to both coaches. We'll look deep into this matchup here tonight on the PSP network as we bring you the Shields pregame show. That happens next. Let's put a cap on the girls' game. Minot gets the victory, 65-50. Time for the boys' action on the PSP network.
You're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Comes to set. He's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside. Step back, Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota high school basketball on the PSP network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
The two most storied programs inside of West Region North Dakota high school basketball lock horns tonight. Number 3 in the West versus number 2 in the West. Number 3 in the polls versus number 2 in the polls. It's the Demons on their home floor at number 3. It's the Magi on the road at number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Shields pregame show. Shields brings you gear, clothing, and so much more. From everything for all your passions. It's Shields about it with the pregame show. Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee here on the PSP Network tonight. Scott, when you look at this matchup, there's two players that really hop off the paper, and hop is an understatement. They can get up and slam dunk the basketball. I'm talking about Tracy Eaglestaff, who averages 31 for the Demons. Eaglestaff off to play at UND. Derek Doucette averages 20. He'll be with the Magi for at least one more year. More players besides those guys in this one tonight, but those are the two that we really highlight. What do you expect out of these two kids tonight?
Well, I think, Nick, that it's a situation of for Trayson tonight is, what is he going to be able to let the game come to him? He's probably got a little bit of a sore jaw on this one. Is really Minot High, punched him in the mouth up in Minot. They held him to 11 points on 4 of 14 shooting the basketball, and Doucette on the other hand, he goes out and gets 22 on 8 of 16. So it's good. It's an all-star matchup. There's no question about it. But how is Tracy Eaglestaff going to respond? He's struggled a little bit on against Century. You think you just kind of get this feeling that maybe it's time that Eaglestaff, maybe he's got another 40 lumen in the near future.
Tonight could be the night against one of the top-ranked teams inside of North Dakota. Seems to get up for the big ones without a doubt. We talked to both coaches before the matchup tonight. That happens each and every time we bring these broadcasts to you on the PSP Network. And tonight we talked to Jordan Wilhelm and Dean Wincheski. We'll hear what the coaches have to say about their basketball teams and this matchup tonight on the PSP Network when we come back to the Shields pregame show. Our Shields pregame show. It's now time for the Tires Plus Coach's Corner. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. We're joined now by the Bismarck High head coach here in year number 7. It's Jordan Wilhelm. Coach, thanks for some time here tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
First question out of the gate, Minot High, Bismarck High. In your time playing up until now, while you coach the Demons, what does this rivalry mean to you with Minot High?
Yeah, it's always been a high-level one because when I was playing, the legend Coach Manson was coaching the Magi at the time, and it was always, you knew you had to gear it up when you played them because there's a rich history that Minot has, and when you look across the state of North Dakota, the two teams that have won the most state titles across North Dakota, you start with Minot and then it comes through Bismarck. I think we're number 1 and number 2 in the state as far as state titles won. So as far as a rich tradition, a rich history, teams that care, teams that take pride in the jerseys that they're wearing, I think we are two of the top programs in North Dakota, and it speaks for itself when you watch the two teams play.
30 combined state titles between the two. You were part of one of those. What does it mean to have Bismarck High in the map as one of the top programs again in the state of North Dakota this year?
Yeah, we feel like, there's about a 3 or 4 year span where we were super competitive. We were still in the top 3 or 4 in the league, but there was something missing. And this is our 3rd season now. A couple years ago, we decided with the personnel that we've got, we have a bunch of kids that take pride, they want to play hard, and they want to compete. And we've made that adjustment now to playing fast. And since we don't have the kind of size that a lot of the teams do across the state, we try and take advantage of that with our speed, our quickness, and our ability to play hard. And we feel like we've now established ourselves as, back with those top teams in the league. And not that we weren't there, but there was a couple years where Minot and Century kind of separated themselves from the league. So we really feel like the things we got going right now at Bismarck High are pretty special, and we're excited about where we're at.
I don't want to pin you down with this one, but on the X's and O board and the goals for a night, is 100 points per night one of your guys' goals?
No, we definitely don't say we have to get to 100. When it happens, is it more fun? Of course, we want to play as many possessions as possible in a game. And like that game we had against Century a couple weeks ago, there are 92 possessions in a game where most teams are playing in that 55 to 65 range. So obviously for us, we want to increase possessions, and I guarantee you Coach Winchesky and the Magi want to limit possessions tonight because most teams know that we are better when that style happens. And there's no secrets around the league. People know that we want to play fast, and we know that teams want to slow us down. So it'll be an interesting style.
Have to ask you about Eagle Staff, obviously a special player, and you mentioned earlier on today a generational kid that just comes along once every X amount of years. What's he like away from the floor and in the locker room, on the bus, things like that in school? Is he a all-around great kid as well, just like he is on the floor?
Yeah, and what he is he's a gym rat, and he's addicted to his craft. And when we make mistakes, he puts it on himself. The Minot lost the last game. He knows he didn't play well in that game, and he's not someone who was pointing fingers after the game. He's pointing fingers right back at himself, and what could I have done better? And he knows that he wasn't good enough that night, and he holds himself accountable. And as far as around the school and around the locker room, he's a great leader. Dating all the way back to when he was a sophomore. He was a kid that everybody loved. They would love being around him. Even when, as a sophomore, when you're taking 15 shots a game, sometimes it cannot go over well in the locker room. But the thing about it is his teammates respect him because they know the time he puts in, and they know how much he cares about it and how much it truly means to him. So he's earned that respect from his teammates, and that's what's been fun about this season is he's got a fun cast around him, guys that can really make plays, and watching the trust build between Trace and his teammates has been fun for us to watch as the season has gone.
Minot High led by Derek Doucette with 20. Is there an emphasis on him here tonight? Obviously, you key on the best guys, but is there a key that stands off the paper outside of Doucette here tonight, maybe in this matchup?
Yeah, obviously it starts with Doucette. He's their engine, he's their motor, and he's going to get some tonight. And what makes our program and our style difficult is I can't just take my best defender and put him on Doucette because we press the whole game, and when you're coming out of the press, you got to kind of match up with the closest guys. So for us, it's going to be a little bit of a style adjustment because Century likes to shoot the three, and they have a ton of guys that can really stretch the floor. And Minot, what makes them real tough is they have kids that can shoot it, but they like to put the ball on the deck. They like to get to the free throw line and attack the rim. So being able to make that adjustment different in the half court is going to be different for us tonight. But the thing that we need to do first and foremost is match their energy and their intensity. They killed us on 50-50 balls. They killed us in the glass the last game. It just felt like our guys weren't quite there as far as mentally and being ready for that game, and they absolutely took it to us. So being able to match their intensity and energy early.
Sure appreciate your time. Best of luck here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Jordan Wilhelm, the head coach of the Bismarck High Demons. When we come back, we'll talk to Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. A big one tonight inside of the WDA. It's the Demons and Magi right here on the PSP Network.
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Our Shields pregame show, more of the Tires Plus Coach's Corner. We're now joined by Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. Coach, thanks for some time here tonight.
Absolutely.
Should be a good one tonight with the Bismarck High Demons. It always is. Let's start here. I asked Jordan Wilhelm the same thing. This rivalry between Minot High and Bismarck High, where does this one rank for you all time and for Magi basketball?
Well, since I've gotten into coaching a million years ago, it was Bismarck High was kind of the mark. I coached against Jordan and played against him in a state title game, and when Steve Miller was here, they were phenomenal, and so that rivalry has kind of continued. Minot and Bismarck has had that for years, so it's always an exciting game to come down, and it's always a nerve-wracking game because the games seem to be pretty close.
9-2 for the Demons, 9-1 for the Magi, number 2 in the West and in the state polls for the Magi, number 3 for the Demons in the West and the state polls. You like when these matchups are marquee like this in a primetime showdown with the numbers and all that stats? How much do you focus on all that?
Very little. You worry about controlling what you can. You can't control all of that. You focus on, okay, here's what we have to do. Here's how we have to play. We've got to take advantage of these things. We got to make sure that offensively we do this, this, and this. And you don't really worry about any of that other stuff because you know what? When it comes down to it, it's one game. You know, it means no more or no less than a game you play against Williston 2 weeks ago. I mean, they all count the same. And so reality, you know, when it's over, yes, you want to win because it's one of those games that can set you up somewhere in the standings. But in reality, it's one game.
You look at Tracy Eaglestaff with 31 here tonight, and the topic around the WDA is how to shut a guy like this down. Do you have that magic potion to try to do that tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I think we got fortunate he missed some shots up in Minot, and you know we were pretty lucky in that way. So you know a lot of it's going to come down to whether or not we rebound and we get back in transition. Offensively, we got to take care of the ball and control tempo. If we do those two things, I think we'll have a pretty good shot at them. But you know if we get playing the way they want to play, they're extremely good at it. Their kids are extremely talented, and it's hard to beat them.
Do you have one key here tonight besides some of those just mentioned, maybe an X factor here tonight?
Well, I think a lot of it is how we transition offensively. If we can get some easy ones against their press, I think that can change the mentality of both teams. But a lot of it again comes down to, you know, being able to do little things properly, and then again we got to keep the tempo not at 100 points. You know, it's got to be in the 60s and 70s. If we do that, we'll feel like we'll have a great opportunity.
Sure, appreciate your time. Always great seeing you. Best of luck. Safe travels tonight.
All right, thanks, Dick.
That's Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. Should be a good one tonight on the PSP Network. Number 2 and number 3 in the state of North Dakota go toe-to-toe tonight on the PSP Network.
Well, we talked about it earlier on tonight. Time to really buckle up tight. Number 2 against number 3 in the state of North Dakota for Class A boys basketball. Clash at the Carl Guard Gymnasium. Nick Hulberg alongside of Scott Woodmansee. As we continue on with our Shields pregame show, Shields of Minot brings you the pregame here tonight. Scott Woodmansee, the former voice of the Harlem Globetrotters and the Dakota Wizards, joins me here tonight. Great working with you in the girls game. Minot got the victory by 15. The boys matchup tonight. Do you expect this one to be a nail biter tonight? Do either of these teams have the opportunity to pull away from the other team by 15? Anything can happen, but it just seems like they're so well matched up that it should be a close one, you'd have to assume.
Yeah, and I think the one thing about it is Minot High is getting a lot better as the season goes on. Dean will tell you that, you know, he wasn't sure what he's going to have, but they're getting better. But, you know, is this going to be a tight one? Well, you look at Bismarck High comes in averaging almost 97 points a game. Minot High averages 75, almost 75. Well, tells you Bismarck High by 22. I don't think it's going to be that. You know, I think it's going to be a game that's going to go up and down, obviously back and forth, and lots of fireworks. And I think this one is going to go right down to the wire. And I think it's going to be a very eerie, similar game to what we saw on Friday against Century and Bismarck High.
Well, these two teams match up here tonight. The Demons on the season have 2 losses. One of them was to Century, 85-79, that Mr. Woodmansee just talked about. Minot took care of Bismarck High on the 7th of January by a score of 79-67. The Magi, on the other hand, well, they only have 1 loss on the season. That came to St. Mary's earlier on this season on the 14th of December 2021. Time for this matchup on the 25th of January 2022. We couldn't be more excited to be here for this rivalry showdown. Prime time, top end, you name it. It's going to be a big one. Welcome to the jungle here tonight. Minot High is in maroon. Bismarck High is in white. And now we've got the same thing that we had at the start of the girls' game. Everybody fired up with the official introductions and all that stuff. And now a stop
before we turn them loose here with statewide TV on hand here tonight, as they now will blow the whistle and get set for the opening tip tonight. Eagle Staff against Dissett. Dissett wins the opening draw. Tonight we're underway. Minot High is in maroon, Bismarck High in white. Alongside legendary voice of Scott Woodmansee, I'm Nick Hulberg. This is North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. And Eric Wentz picks up right where he left off from Saturday night. Wentz has 2 points.
I like the aggressive take there by Eric Wentz. He just took it from that high left side, turned the corner, and kept going and attacked the tin and laid it off the window.
Wentz averaging 14 per night. He came away as our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips in that matchup against Mandan. Couple shots with a miss there, and we're going to have a jump basketball coming here as there a foul charge down the play.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get Conklin, I believe, for the reach-in.
So Conklin, yeah, you're correct. First personal, first team foul.
Hey, but how about the block by Dissett and Gillette? Gillette thought he had a wide-open three, and Dissett came out of nowhere and smacked it away from him. Bismarck High hung in there and was able to keep the possession going.
Dissett is such a well-rounded player. Scott, 13 blocks on the season for him, 22 steals. Coming into this matchup here tonight, the player that gets it done on both ends of the floor, and he's got a takeaway here. Here's Derek Dissett. Brings it back over the timeline for Minot High. Looks for the outlet. It's Wentz, and now off to Gunville. Gunville's brother playing at Minot State, averaging 4 points per night. Here's Dissett's first shot, no good. Eagle Staff towers up and goes after it.
And Gunville, Itasca hanging on with Eagle Staff, and look at that.
Gunville back the other way, spin move, looks for the outlet, finds it underneath, Nygaard. He puts the shot up, but the stop was made from Scott, but Scott charged with the foul. First one on Kyler Scott.
Yeah, Kyler Scott, boy, I'll tell you what, he had one heck of a start against Century, and I think he made his first 6 shots, but missed one early going. But I like the intensity right now by Minot High in this one.
Minot High has Nygaard at the line, shooting 58%.
I like this kid.
Good multi-sport athlete for the Magi. That one bounces around up at the rim, does not fall. And we go back the other way for the Demons. They carry it down underneath the rack, sent up off the glass. Easy lay-in, first 2 points.
Oh, that was just good. A good, quick return there by Kyler Scott. Attacked it down the lane. And then Stotts just hangs around the basket, and he gets the easy bunny there.
Off of the corner, Conklin works it back up top. This is Eric Wentz. Kicks it outside. Gunville's going to fire for 3. Money ball to start things off for Gunville.
I feel like I've seen that shot before.
Yes, you have. His older brother and he are pretty similar in size, stature, looks, all of it.
A good job there by Lamar. Lamar getting it down low, missed the first one, stuck with it, went and got the board and the putback.
Gunville down to the corner for Conklin. Back up top for Wentz. Around the perimeter they go where Nygaard has it. Goes off to Gunville. He thought about it. He's just going to dribble in. Looks for the outlet. Finds Dissett into the paint. It goes Conklin up, but he's going to be fouled on the opportunity there. Ethan Stott's got the arm in the way.
Well, just great recognition and heady play there by Derek Dissett, attacking down the middle of the lane and breaking to the 10. For Minot High was Logan Conklin, and he drew the foul on Ethan Stotts.
Conklin's going to hit the first one. The 6'4" sophomore shoots 60% from the free throw line. Kid that averages 8.2 per night for the Magi. He shoots 61% from the field as well. Here's Conklin's second attempt. That one doesn't fall. The board's going to be pulled down by guess who? Conklin. He's up and he puts it in. That was the reverse old-fashioned three-point play for Conklin.
Yeah, you don't see many go that way.
Trace said Eagle Staff is alive and well.
Yeah, Nick, I'll tell you, in a game like this, you look down to your score sheet, the ball's going through the hoop on the other end, and that's what happened there with Eagle Staff.
Yeah, get ready for this. I don't know if we're going to have enough pen in the ink of the pens here tonight. You mentioned it in the pregame show brought to you by Shields of Minot. Bismarck averages 96 coming in to tonight. How about Dissett? Trying to track that down as well. He averages 20. He's got his first 2.
Yeah, Derek Dissett showing a little mid-range game there as he pulls up and buries the jumper.
Ball's going to be thrown away by the Demons, and the Magi are going to get the ball back with 15:04 to play in this opening half of basketball. Minot's got a 5-point lead at 11-6 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, here comes that line change for Bismarck High.
Descent with the basketball. He's got Wentz with him on the other side of the timeline as they cross over right at the Demon emblem right at center. Taken here by Descent. Off to Gunville in the corner. Gunville dribbles it back up top to Conklin. He drops it to Eric Wentz, and now Wentz is going to take it to the left side. Dribbles back over to Derek Descent. To Descent. Steps back, had some contact, put it up, no good. Nygaard scrubbing forward here. Ball's going to come back away right in front of Jordan Wilhelm of the Demons, but it's Eaglestaff that's going to carry it back across the timeline, and Trayson Eaglestaff right over the Demon logo. He's going to make a move, kicks to the corner. Here's the shot coming, that one off the mark. Board pulled down by Nygaard. Nygaard's got it in a run and gun game the other way here for the Magi. It was Johnner that had the miss, by the way. Comes back up to Wentz, now Gunville. Corner again, sent back up to Wentz, and Wentz takes it away from Eaglestaff, comes back away down to Conklin, dribbles down towards the paint, up to Nygaard. Now Gunville open for three. He had Eaglestaff right on top of him. How about that play from Conklin? He threw it back into Johnner, went out of bounds, and Minot High's going to have the basketball back.
Yeah, that's just great hustle there by Conklin, and that's one thing that team that Dean had last year. They had a lot of guys that just worked hard and kept working and working and working. And there you see right there from the youngster and Logan Conklin, a great play there to keep the possession in Minot's hands.
We talk about that often, how Minot High was picked number 12 in the state last year, and they ended up number 2 when it was all said and done. Losing to West Fargo, a team that ended up going 19-1 in conference play. They won the West region. They ended up with a 22-2 mark on the season. They only lost to Bismarck High in the regular season, by the way. This is Wentz off the mark. And Dean Winchesky said that at the state tournament. I asked him about what that meant to have that hard hat, lunch pail type of team. And Dean, it gives me goosebumps talking about it because Dean had just a straight-faced, serious answer like he always does. And he said, we have a new motto at Minot High, and that's that we're going to be a hard-working crew. And you know that when you come to play us, you're going to have to give your best effort because even if we don't have the most skill, we're going to give you everything we've got every single night. And that's been their motto.
Yeah, exactly. And he's pretty proud of that team.
Derek Descent charged with his first personal, by the way. Second team foul. 2 team fouls aside. Demons have the ball. Johnner spin move. Oh, he went back the other way. Put it up, no good. Rebound off the glass. Put it in. And Ethan Stotts has 4 in the ball game.
Yeah, Stotts not going to do anything fancy. All he's going to do is he's going to hang around that circle down there, and he's going to get you some garbage buckets, and he's got a couple thus far.
Descent with the basketball, but there's going to be a foul charged here. It's going to be on 23 for the Demons, Preston Lamar. Don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. Jersey Mike's a sub above. And if you need to find me and Scott Woodmansee, we'll be there.
So is it bad if you go for lunch and have a 99 at Jersey Mike's and then go for breakfast later that evening to Shots and have another 99?
No, I think that's just fine. It's actually recommended on the PSP network. That's my daily diet. Eric Wentz is up and Wentz has 2 more. That's 4 for him. Shots Crossroads, fantastic as well. They bring you the post game tonight with Planning Team Financial. Big thanks to all those sponsors across the board in Bismarck and in Minot, both markets that continue to promote local athletes across the board. That is our mission at the PSP Network, is promoting local athletes. Here's one of them that's had plenty of promotion. Trayson Eaglestaff drops that one in for 2, and Eaglestaff has 4 now in the ball game.
Well, don't take away credit from Quinn Hafner. What a great bounce pass. He led Eaglestaff to the corner.
Descent brought it up, threw it over to Schaefer, and Schaefer's got his first 2 points of the ball game. The over-under that we bet on earlier on tonight was 4 slam dunks in this ball game. Woody said more. I said, I'm probably going to have to be there with you. With the talent on the floor tonight, there's some guys that can certainly throw it down. This is Gunville that works it back up top here to the young man, Eric Winchesky. This is the coach's kid. Kicks it off over to Gunville. Gunville's going to dribble. He's going to stop and pop. Gunville misses there. Eaglestaff with a rebound. And the 6'6" University of North Dakota commit brought it up the floor. Basketball handled here by Kyler Scott. Back to Eaglestaff. NBA 3. That one's off the mark. Descent pulls it down and Descent's across the timeline. Descent jump shot. That was contested. Demons with the basketball. They've got some real estate now with Kyler Scott. They run it down the floor. Here's a 3 attempt. Other side. That one didn't have a friendly roll for Carter Hankey. And we go back the other way for Winchesky and Wentz. And now Descent across. It comes back over to Gunville. Gunville back to Winchesky. Around the perimeter it goes. It's taken by Schaefer. His brother, a stud swimmer for Minot High as well.
Sorry, Nick.
Wentz from downtown. That was a long attempt there. Taken by Descent, back up to Gunville, and a timeout called here.
What I was going to say there, Nick, sorry, I apologize, but in that possession before Minot High shot, ball didn't touch the floor. It did not touch the floor. It was just boom, 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 boom. And they got a pretty good look at it, but unfortunately they missed it.
When you look at both of these teams, we're going to keep it inside of Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight. We've got plenty to talk about in this one. When you look at both of these teams, is there a weakness that stands off the paper for either of them, Woody, when you look at the Demons or the Magi?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Minot High enough to determine what that weakness might be. I think Minot High is a team that, we had a lot of kids that were new this year that were finding the floor, and I think Minot High is getting better. Obviously everybody's got a weakness. I don't know what theirs is. Bismarck High, geez, I don't know. Maybe just some of the overall scoring they get from some guys, but I can't really put my finger on one for either of these two teams at this point.
Good side to have if you're Jordan Wilhelm and you're number 7 for the Demons, or Dean Wincheski, you're number 14, the bench boss of the Magi. It's always fun talking to those coaches that played in the West region and now coach in the West region, talking to them about playing against guys like Dean Wincheski, who won 2 championships at Dickinson back in his time. On the floor was Gillette, spun it back out. Nice hustle play from Gillette, got it to Sims, and now it's Eagle staff up to the timeline. What's the foul? It's on Gunville. Bismarck fans like it. Minot High fans come to volume.
I think that was a good call. Yeah, I think that was the right call there.
How would you like to be an official? You ever do any officiating?
I'm smarter than that. I don't have to blow a whistle to get called names.
Put that on a T-shirt. That's exactly right. Those poor guys, they do such a fantastic job. It's such a fast game. This is a high level here tonight as well. Eagle staff's got the basketball. Sends it back over to the corner. Wentz got the hand of the way. It's Gillette with it now from the elbow, taken away here, and Conklin runs and guns. Conklin brings it down, tried to throw it across. It hit Eagle staff on the shin, and it goes up and out of play here with 10-13 remaining in a 15-10 ball game. The Magi lead on the BNC National Bank and Trust scoreboard. Wentz to inbound the basketball. Got it off to Nygaard. Doubleheader on the PSP Network tonight, by the way. If you're looking for Legacy and Mandan boys and girls, Todd Domrys has the call of that one across the river tonight to Mandan. Conklin contested there. Eagle staff was right in his kitchen, and Eagle staff said no. Now it's taken to the other end of the floor. There's Gillette back up top. Here's the shot from outside the arc that was no good. Boards pulled down by the Magi and Nygaard. We go back the other way, and it's Nygaard that hits the brakes and looks for the outlet. It's Wincheski, the freshman, goes back over to Wentz. This is Conklin. Back to Morgan Nygaard inside. Conklin, oh, not in my house, says Eagle staff. He got up and shut the door in a quick hurry. Eagle staff sends it inside, worked around the perimeter again, down to Huber. Comes back up top now where it goes here to Carter Sims. Here's a jump shot, little runner. That one's going to go up and fall, and it's in for George Gillette, averaging 13 per night. He's got his first 2 of the ball game.
Yeah, he didn't have a very good game against Century, and that's one thing Bismarck High needs. They got to get George Gillette on cue early.
Conklin inside over to Nygaard. Then Nygaard bodied there. Nygaard goes out of bounds on the play, but he was fouled in the act of shooting from George Gillette.
Yeah, and George just got caught trailing that play as he didn't get beat. Nygaard to the spot. Nygaard turned the corner. Good head and shoulder fake. Got Gillette in the air and drew the foul, and he's going to go back to the free throw line. 4th
team foul on the Demons. Sends Nygaard to the charity stripe, who's 50% tonight and 58% on the season. He gets the second one to fall.
One thing, Nick, you talk about the weakness, and as I've been watching this in the last few possessions, maybe the one thing for Bismarck High, and it may sound, odd, but as fast as they play, I think sometimes they get going too fast. And sometimes that causes some problems they don't want to.
Nygaard went 2 for 2. Yeah, that message maybe is ramp it up instead of just going to level 10 on the accelerator out of the gate, possibly. 8:58 left here in the opening half. That one's on Gunville, and Gunville charged with his second personal 4th team foul. Stick around for our halftime report tonight, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic in the Magic City and Legacy Financial Partners down here in Bismarck. From the corner, in the way of that one, up with the stop was Bryce Dobstein. He had the block. Ball comes back away now here to Conklin. Across the timeline to Winchesky. Demons had basically a full line change the last time the ball was on this end of the floor on the whistle. Comes to Winchesky over to the corner. This is Dissett, goes against Eaglestaff. They go one-on-one. Two of the tops inside of North Dakota. Kicked outside. Winchesky, the freshman, for three. Oh, yes!
Winchesky. And great find there by Dissett. As Winchesky, last time we saw him, struggled against St. Mary's, but a big hoop there for the young freshman.
Basketball handled by the Demons. Caden Fisher inside, got it down. How about that look? Ethan Stotts has 6.
What a dime there by Fisher to Stotts. Again, notice where Stotts was, right by the hoop.
Follow the play as Winchesky had the basketball. Ball's going to be charged to Caden Fisher, his first personal. 5th team foul. PSP Network's broadcast tonight brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, moninspections.com. I want to thank our friends at Clean Tech as well, 24/7 disaster response and restoration services at Clean Tech. Wentz with the basketball. Worked it off. Winchesky, second in a row, no good. Board battled for, down and deep, and out of there with it comes Carter Sims. Sims got it off to Gillette, and Gillette's over the timeline. Gillette left side, offensive. The call on George Gillette.
Oh, great defense by Eric Wentz. And again, Gillette got going a little too fast. Tried to create something that wasn't there, and they got him for the offensive foul, and that's going to be number 2 on George Gillette.
Dissett brings it into Wentz. Dissett's got it back over the Demon emblem. Takes it all the way coast to coast up against Eaglestaff. Somehow Dissett gets that one to fall. 4 now for Dissett. How about that three-pointer? Kyler Scott from way downtown. Hello.
His 21st in the season.
Over to Winchesky, who's got a 3 himself here tonight. 5-point lead for the Magi. How about the dribble drive? Hopping off the glass, getting that one to roll in for the Magi. Was Winchesky, and Eric Winchesky's got 5 in the ball game. Here's Eaglestaff. Long 3 attempt, no good. Dissett's got it. Off to Wentz against Eaglestaff, lays it up. Oh, he gets it to fall.
Well, Wentz just went right at the 10.
Gillette from downtown. Well, are you buckled up? Here we go. This is what we talked about coming into tonight. They can get up and down the floor. Both teams have some shooters and some guys that can flush them home. And we've got ourselves a 6-point ball game as we get up and down the floor here at the Carl Garden Gymnasium. Here's Wentz crashing in. He's going to be fouled in the play. It's going to be charged to Mason Huber, I do believe. It will be on Huber.
Yeah, and Bismarck High now is going to put Minot in the bonus the rest of the way out with that 7th team foul. Oh boy, what a strong move last time by Dissett, knowing that Eaglestaff was on the trail. He just went up as high as he could get it on the glass and was able to fall in.
Eric Wentz from the free throw line misses his first attempt to the charity stripe. He had 6 threes versus Bandit over the weekend to be named our player of the game. Brought to you by Sport Clips. He's got another point to this one. That one from the free throw line. Amonitz leads at 7. Here's Tracy Eaglestaff outside the arc, double team. Now they get off of him. Goes back over to the far side where it's taken here from Lamar. Back up top. It's going to be dribbled into the lane, then out from the corner. Here's the attempt from Lamar, no good, off the mark. Lamar gets his own board, uses the right hand and lays it up and in, and Preston Lamar has 4 now in the contest.
Yeah, good job by the Demons down low, keeping it alive, and Lamar did what a shooter's supposed to do. Follow your shot. He did, and he was able to get a putback.
Wentz off to Dissett. Dissett had Eaglestaff right there with him. And now Eaglestaff's got it again. Eaglestaff with a long reach. He'll just stop and pop way downtown. Trayson Eaglestaff. Money ball for the North Dakota commit.
Here we go.
Eric Wentz sends it inside. Comes to Schaefer, back up top. Nygaard looks for the open lane. It's Descent that's going to bring it in. Does it count? No, it's not going to count. Minot High fans wanted it. Dean Winchesky coming alive over on the Minot High bench.
Oh.
Ball was on Hankey. And Winchesky is animated over on the Minot High bench.
Well, he's got a right to be, too. I thought that was going to be an N1.
Derek Descent to the free throw line with 4 points in the ball game tonight. Make it 5. 20 per night for him, which is good enough for number 3 inside the West region, Scott. And a kid that has been fantastic from anywhere in the field, shooting 58%, which is actually the WDA high inside of North Dakota high school basketball on the west side of the state. That one's going to be charged to the Demons. And Minot High is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, that's going to be Stotts. I don't know what the terminology is that Chuck uses for Stotts, but it just seems like Stotts at some point is going to be on the verge of falling out of this game. The bug zapper, I think, is something like that.
Walking a line. Hopefully Chuck enjoying the ball game tonight from some heat here tonight. On assignment, down and deep. There it goes to Derek Descent. He puts it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, good hustle there by Descent, staying with the missed shot, getting the board and the putback.
I think Chuck's on assignment on the golf course, making sure that the ping driver still works. From downtown, there's Preston Lamar for 3. Martinez into the ball game. Works that one off to Wentz. Now to Winchesky. Look at the amount of guys that have come in on both sides in this contest here tonight. Both benches being used up in this WDA matchup. It's going to be a charge and a foul in deep. That one's going to go on Jalen Martinez, his first personal.
Only the 15th foul on Minot High. And like you said, Nick, Dean going into his bench probably a little deeper than he normally does.
Martinez is the younger brother of Deontay Martinez. All WDA player, all-state player. In my mind, Mr. Basketball last year. Nothing against Jesse White, but what Deontay Martinez did last year was just fascinating inside of region play. Shot from the corner, no good. Deontay here in the capital city, he averages 8.5 per night for Bismarck State College.
Yeah, he's playing some good basketball up there for Jim Jeske.
Descent inbounds the ball off Derek Wentz. 4 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the opening half here tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's a 2-point lead for Minot High. Descent towers that one up. Air Jordan off the mark, however. And back the other way we go for Carter Sims, who kicked it down to the corner with the help. This one's going to be put up. Oh, the shot came from Johnner, but there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Schaefer coming here. It will be on 34. That's Grayson Schaefer, his first personal. 16 fouls now on the Magi.
Yeah, how about Johnner? Showing a little aggressiveness there, attacking the rim like he did there, but unfortunately missed the free throw for the Demons.
Shoots 57% from the free throw line. Both of these teams do a nice job from the free stripe. 65% in total for the Demons. That number is helped there with Johnner sinking the second to go 50%. Uh-oh, Dean Winchesky just got a warning on the Minot High bench.
Yeah. Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad because you just might put a little bit of energy into the maroon and gold here.
The whole Minot High team got up and clapped. Ball comes back here to Nygaard. Nygaard into the paint. He went. There's a foul coming here. Now the Minot High bench is up. And Woody, I think you're right. That warning to the Magi might have brought the maroon and gold to volume just a bit as they come alive on the Minot High bench as Kyler Scott had in his second personal foul.
Yeah, Minnesota, and now Minot High is in the double bonus.
Nygaard from the free throw line. Bounces around. Nygaard's got some help, and Nygaard has 4 now in the ball game, all coming from behind the free throw stripe here tonight for the Magi.
Yeah, averaging 8.7 on the season. Nygaard, as you said, shoots at 60% from line. He gets another one.
Here come the Demons back to the other end of the floor. Sent inside, taken away. Descent had the reach. He knocked it back over to Nygaard. Nygaard trying to get it across the timeline. Wentz will do that now, and Wentz is going to bring it in up against Eaglestaff, and Eaglestaff just a tower in the paint. Got the arms up, and Wentz couldn't finish the play. Trayson Eaglestaff from downtown. Oh, baby.
Gives her the old hush signal after he buries that and ties it up. Eaglestaff with 10.
You don't think the Demons and Magi have any love lost? My goodness, back the other way we go. This will be an easy lay-in up and off the glass. And Preston Lamar has the Demons on top here tonight with the first lead of the ball game for Bismarck High since we got this one underway this evening. And Minot High is going to come back across the timeline. Uh-oh, Derek Desset's at half court. He went down. He's in some pain there. Comes to Winchesky wide open for three. He's off the mark. Schaefer had the board. It's touched last by Schaefer, and here come the Demon fans as the Demons get the basketball back with 2:42 left here in the opening half. Bismarck High up 34-32 in this one.
Sorry, Nick, I was looking up into the front court. I didn't see that. What happened there with the set?
I did not see it either. Here's Eaglestaff. He came in, and Eaglestaff's going to draw the foul underneath. That one's going to go on Eric Wentz. Eaglestaff went and gave Eric Wentz a tap on the back. Sportsmanship on display here tonight.
Dean Winchesky is literally going to absolutely blow a gasket. He tiptoed over the bench and sat down after that call was made.
Eaglestaff's first trip to the free throw line, 80% for him on the season. In every statistical category in the WDA, you'll find Trayson Eaglestaff's name. Has the most three-pointers. He's got the most blocks, most points per game. Number 5 in rebounds, number 1 in assists. Travel the violation on Minot High on the other end of the floor, and the Demons will get the ball back here with 2:28 left in the opening half.
That was a good hustle defense by Lamar, getting back and just getting out of control. For Minot High, that was Logan Conklin.
Block is going to be the violation on Conklin. Conklin hit the deck hard. Eaglestaff taps him on the back. Eaglestaff's going back to the charity stripe as they are in the bonus. Conklin banged up on that play. That's his second personal, Woody.
Nick, it might be cold outside, but she's starting to heat up a little bit in here.
I just don't know what it is about Bismarck and Minot, but for whatever reason, when they get together in athletics, they just don't like each other.
Nope.
It's been that way
for a long time.
For a long, long time. Eaglestaff hits it again, and he's got 4 more from the free throw line here tonight.
Well, an 8-0 run here for Bismarck High.
Descent with the basketball, trying to stop that now, works it up top. Wentz around, Nygaard's got it here. Nygaard, spin move, taken away. Eaglestaff's got it behind the back, slows up shop. He's going to stop and put it down underneath. Tried to make the pass complete, he did, but it was Stotts that was unable to fire an in. Minot High's going to get the ball back as that one was touched down and deep by Stotts with 2 minutes and a second left here in this first half of basketball. Well, thanks again for joining us tonight on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done it, we ask that you hit like and follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. In a nutshell, the more followers, likes, and shares, all that good stuff we have, the more these athletes are promoted. There goes Descent in, but he was fouled all the way back up outside the arc. Foul's going to be charged on number 5, Carter Sims, I believe. It is. PSP Network, where it's always game day. Our mission is promoting these local athletes. Derek Descent again from the free throw line. He's now 2 for 3 in the ball game. Descent, another one. Under 2 minutes to play in the opening half. That 8-0 run comes to a close, and Minot High pulls it back within 4. Here's Gillette on the other end of the floor, trying to add back to the Bismarck lead. Loose ball, up away with it. Demons have possession. Jump shot from the lane, bouncing around, getting it to fall. And Kyler Scott has 2 more in the contest. That's 5 here tonight for Scott.
Boy, Kyler Scott is just really good when he gets inside the paint, as he's just got that nice soft touch. He jumps well, and just like that, we got another foul. It's going to go against Carter Sims. That's 2 quick ones on him.
Back-to-back on Sims. Sends Nygaard back to the free throw line, who made his first, missed his second, and then hit 3 in a row in this ball game, and he's got another one here. Talked about him at 58% from the free throw line. He had 15 against Turtle Mountain earlier on this year. Player maybe not known for his ability to score, more so for what he does on the defensive side of the ball. And from that guard position, 14 steals for him on the season. Still averages 9 per night. Here's Eaglestaff way downtown. That one no good. Wentz pulls it out. Comes back down to Derek Descent, and Descent runs the floor. Down to 80 seconds to play here in the opening half. Take it back up top. Schaefer thought about it. Now Nygaard sends it inside. Descent one-on-one against Gillette. Back over to Schaefer. Off the glass. Kiss it in. And he goes to the free throw line.
Wow, how good of a pass was that? Great recognition. Great catch there by Schaefer. And he was able to go up, create some contact, and get the hoop in the arm.
Well, here comes the line change for the Demons. They bring in a whole new crew here, minus Eaglestaff. And Schaefer's at the free throw line looking to convert on the and one. Grayson Schaefer, 6'4", gets that one to fall. He's emerging as well. One of the young guns in the lineup for the Magi also. Sent up top. Eaglestaff has it here. Under a minute to play on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Eaglestaff had company from the young man Winchesky. The basketball goes on a bounce again. Minot High will have possession with 52.5 remaining in the opening half of basketball. Scott, have you been entertained here tonight?
Yeah, it's been a good one so far. And, you know, Tracy there just got a little too cute in the corner trying to handle the basketball, you know, in the closed area over there, not where you want to be pulling a Curly Neal move off. And Minot High turned him over.
Nygaard's got it here off to Winchesky. 40 seconds. Shot clock's down to 17. Nygaard calls out the play here for the Magi. Kicks it over to Winchesky. He's hit from downtown tonight already. Shot clock's at 7. Wentz has it. He's going to pull up from 3 land. Oh, money ball again. Eric Wentz from downtown. First 3-pointer of the night for Eric Wentz. Attempt on the other side, no good. 15-second shot clock's up. Big block in the middle. Descent got up, shut the door, and then Minot High is going to end up with the ball. As you see the emotion coming there from Derek Descent. He's feeling it here tonight. Woo! Ethan Stotts charged with his 3rd personal here.
Yep. It's electric.
Going to send Schaefer back to the free throw line. Grayson Schaefer 1 for 1 here tonight from the free throw stripe. Gets another one to fall. Averages 3.5 tonight coming in on the varsity side of things. A key JV player, of course. He's already got 2, 4, 6 in the contest here tonight for the Magi, looking for number 7 and a 3-point lead for Minot High, and he's got it. All right, kids, 11 seconds remaining in the opening half of basketball. Here's Trayson Eaglestaff with it. Eaglestaff's got company from Winchesky. Across it comes over to George Gillette. He's going to pull up, fires it over. Nygaard had the foul there, and Gillette is fouled. He's going to have 3 shots coming from the free throw line as Nygaard's got his first personal.
Well, that's a heady play there by George Gillette as he saw Nygaard coming at him, and he head faked and got him in the air. And then when he was done, then he went up and tried to convert the 3.
Can't get that first one to fall. Gillette doesn't miss very often. Number 7 inside of the West region as far as free throw percentage is concerned. And can you believe it? He misses 2 in a row here. He shoots 73% from the free throw line, and he goes 0 for 2 with an opportunity here on the 3rd one. You miss that first one, and it starts getting in your head just a little bit, doesn't it? No problem there for Gillette. He sinks the 3rd. Fisher's in. Gillette comes out. There's 1 second remaining here in the opening half. Here's Nygaard. He's going to bomb it up. This one up into the rafters. Hits the shot clock. Bounces around. No good. And we're through our first half of basketball here tonight. 41-43. Minot High on top. It has been a dogfight so far, and it will continue to be in this West Region affair, you'd have to assume, here tonight. Scott Woodmansee and I will break down that opening half of basketball. Take a look around the region as well. The Demonettes are here. So let's show the Demonettes before we stay at the break. We'll just keep it right here and talk for just a moment. Promoting local athletes at cheer and dance competition certainly falls into that as well on the PSP network. Due to YouTube violations and copyrights, we'll be unable to play the music that they have for you inside the venue here tonight, but we can touch on this ball game at the end of one half of basketball here tonight. Again, it's 43-41. Nick Hulberg and Scott Woodmansee. What are your thoughts on that opening half of basketball? A good up and down contest here so far.
Yeah, I really thought it was a good half of basketball. I thought both teams, battled, and, Minot High started out strong, fast. The Bismarck High, battled back, and 43-41. We're on pace. They get her in the 80s or 90s, but no, certainly, up and towards the end, I thought it was a pretty clean half of baskell. So, no, I mean, and Bismarck High, I would just one issue with foul trouble with Stotts, but, as many guys as they play, that's probably not going to be a big factor in this one. But, yeah, I mean, Eagle Staff, he obviously 11 points. He got 4 in the first game. He got 14 in the first half, so certainly, but Minot High just making some big shots.
Big shots early on, has them up by 2. This is our Legacy Financial Partners of Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Service, LLC. When you have the right financial advisors, life can be brilliant at Legacy Financial Partners. Find them at 701-232-8886. Call Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. We also want to thank our friends at Premier Chiropractic, focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Find them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. Thank Premier Chiropractic for their continued support to North Dakota high school athletics and the PSP network. The Bismarck Demonettes at the break, entertaining the crowd here in a 43-41 matchup tonight on the PSP network. When we come back, we'll have the first half by the numbers. We'll do that when we return on the Legacy Financial Partners and Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Minot High is up by 2 points.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free. to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Two-point lead at the break for Minot High in this number 2 versus number 3 showdown tonight on the PSP Network. Number 2 where? Well, in the WDA standings is where you'll find Minot High. Number 3 is where you'll find the Demons. According to the state media polls, same thing. 2 and 3, Minot High has the higher seed. New polls come out tomorrow. We'll see if any of that changes after tonight's showdown. It's Nick Hulberg alongside of the former voice of the Harlem Globetrotters and Dakota Wizards, Mr. Scott Woodmansee. Fun call these games with you here tonight. Your partner is on assignment in Florida tonight. Is the reason that I'm here tonight, right?
Well, no, I mean, hey, man, this is big one in the Magic City. But yeah, one of my partners is he's down with his lovely wife Lisa, and I think the text message I got, it sounds like that he's in the process of working on his pushaways right now down in at the dinner table down in Florida. So hope he's having a good time, and I'll be curious to see when he comes back to see how those if any of those pushaways worked out. But nonetheless, that's an insight. That there's a story behind that, Nick, and I'll tell you about that one later. I would expect in about the next 37 seconds the phones are going to blow up,
and we'll know a little bit more about it.
But hey, that's the nice thing about the PSP Network, Nick. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing. And talking to people around here is that people from Minot are going to drive back and listen to it and watch it on the way back. And it's just such a great thing and really glad to be part of it. And having a game like we had on Friday and then a game like we got tonight, certainly it's outstanding, man.
We are certainly glad to have you aboard as well, Woody. And Chuck Claremont, Todd Domries, he's actually in action tonight. Todd is across the river. He's on assignment in Mandan. Chuck's on assignment in Florida.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can't effort.
Update for us over there?
Yeah, see what we got going on over there. At last report, it was Legacy was up 10 at half over Mandan, but we'll see if we can find you a score on that one.
Quick stat line for you in this matchup. Bismarck High, the home team, trailing by 2 at the break. It is 43-41, MHS on top. The Demons are led by guess who? Tracy Eaglestaff, 14 for him, 5 for Kyler Scott, 1 for Cole Johnner, 9 for Lamar, 6 for George Gillette, and 6 for Ethan Stotts. The Magi are led by the 10 from Eric Wentz tonight, 6 for Nygaard, 9 for Doucette, 5 for Winchesky, 3 for Conklin and Gunville, and 7 for Grayson Schaefer. That puts an end to our Premier Chiropractic and Legacy Financial Partners halftime show here tonight. Let's get back to game action on the PSP Network. If you're just joining us, Minot High is in maroon. Trace and Eaglestaff and the Demons are in white, and Eaglestaff comes out and drops a 3-bomb to start things off, and the Demons have the lead right back.
Well, TD had a good one over there in the girls' game, Nick. 65-61. Mandan holds off Legacy in overtime. Big win for Mandan.
WDA standings, just a logjam. It's crazy every single night. It seems like anybody can beat anybody inside the West region. Eaglestaff charged with his first personal. First team foul in the second half. You look at Minot High's blemish on their record. That came to St. Mary's earlier on this season. Here's a long 3. Derek Doucette's off the mark. No good. St. Mary's currently number 4 inside of the West. Dean Winchesky and I talked about that in the coach's corner, the last matchup against Mandan for Minot High, and talking about seeding into the tournament. How much does it really matter when that 10 seed's still going to have 4 wins probably coming in to the WDA tournament time?
Yeah, it's certainly. I want to let you call that one. I thought he's going to bury another one, but yeah, I mean, hey, it's you just got to go down there and win, and you just got to go down there and win 2 games, and you move on. But yeah, the seedings, do you want to be the 1 seed? Sure, but again, as good as this West region is, as balanced it is, but it's always going to set up to be a great West region tournament.
We're going to have that West Region tournament for you on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for that.
Boy.
Derek Doucette will be there, and he's got 2 more in the ball game. 11 now for Derek Doucette. Here's Tracy Eaglestaff. Eaglestaff into the lane, sends it down in deep. Good vision there, puts it up and in, and Stotts has 8 now in the contest.
Oh, he's just improved so much over last year on his court vision, and that's just what makes him such a good basketball player.
Fouls coming on number 24, I do believe. Preston Lamar was charged.
Second personal, second team foul already for the Demons in this half.
Lamar wears 23, not 24, by the way. Join Scott Woodmansee each and every Saturday live from the stadium for overtime with Scott Woodmansee. Sports talk show inside of Western North Dakota. It's like a podcast. It's a live show at the same time. You can go back and look at all those archives. He actually talked to Matt Fentz from the North Dakota Activities Association last Saturday in regards to North Dakota high school football and the structure of high school football in North Dakota. Doucette missed. That one's worth a listen on the PSP Network. You can find it on our on-demand YouTube page. Ball sent inside, back up top. 3 look coming here from Scott. He knocks it down from downtown.
Boy, Kyler Scott is just, in the last couple games, he's really had a coming out party. Shot the ball extremely well. Another 3, his second of the ball game for Kyler Scott.
Derek Doucette crashes towards the rack. He couldn't get it to roll. And out of there with it comes Ethan Stotts. And Stotts is going to fire it down to the other end of the floor. How about this reverse? Up, no good. Rebound pulled down Nygaard. Morgan Nygaard goes to work on it. Nygaard is going to lead this one back here for Eric Wentz. Wentz has it. We're going to have a jump basketball coming here, it looks.
Guess who's right there?
Do you think it's a problem that when I mention the stadium and overtime with Scott Woodmansee that my mouth immediately starts to water thinking about that buffalo chicken pizza over there?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. I really don't. I think it's a well, if it is a problem, it's a good problem to have, man. Yeah.
Every single time. 3-point lead for the Demons. Tasty one tonight inside of West Region play. Minot High girls won by 15 tonight in a top 5 ranking matchup earlier on this evening on the PSP Network. Nygaard jump shot. Oh, yeah. That one was in for Nygaard. His first 2 of the second half, and he's got 8 now in the ball game. No dunks yet. We got to get to 4 or else Woody and I are going to lose our own bet inside of the broadcast tonight. Mason Huber's got his first points of the contest. Dissett and Eaglestaff have been throwing the ball down in regulation play across the West region like I haven't seen before in North Dakota high school basketball. They get up and hammer those balls down. There's a bomb from the corner. George Gillette's got a three-pointer. Turnover by the Magi. Now Minot High is going to have it. It comes back here to Conklin. Now Wentz. You remember a time where you saw more slam dunks in a season than this one?
Nope, I certainly don't. And you can see that Bismarck High certainly came out of that halftime cranked up. But just as we say that, Dissett goes down and scores one on the other end.
Dissett's got 2 more points to the ball game. Demons have the lead at 53-49 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We need to take a quick break. We'll come back inside of the Carl Gard Gymnasium for this West region. Dogfight tonight. Don't go anywhere. It's a good one on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some room.
Cotton Eye Joe Blair's inside of the Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight for this timeout taken by the Magi here. 49-53, Minot High trailing. Dean Winchesky in year number 14 wanted to call a timeout. Coming into last year's state high school basketball tournament, Winchesky held a record of 342 wins and 158 losses. Got 5 state titles to his name. Coach of the year last year inside of the West region. You see him on the right of your screen right above that PSP Network logo. He takes a seat now. Coach Ted Dickinson, then he came to Minot, an MSU grad of 1998. And a guy that has a lot of respect around the high school basketball ranks in North Dakota. Rebound underneath, off the glass, put it up and in. And Cole Johnner has 3 points now in the ball game.
That was a big boy rebound there by Johnner. He snuck inside on the baseline, was able to gather the board and then go up strong and score it.
Here's Derek Dissett with the basketball. He's got it, worked it underneath, put up off the glass. Conklin's got 2 more points in the ball game. Eagle staff comes right back to the half court line. Gunville battled for it there. We're going to have a carry on Eagle staff, and the ball is going to go back to the Magi.
You could literally probably make that call, no matter who's handling the basketball, every other possession.
Gunville's got it here. How do you avoid that? What do you do as a player?
Hope you get away with it.
Have better luck, maybe. Wentz has it here. Talk about coaches that are respected across the region and the state as Winchesky fires a little jump shot. And Eric Winchesky, the freshman, has 2 more. Other side of the floor, this one's up and in. Mason Huber, back-to-back points for the Demons. Wentz is going to have it here. Wentz touched the out-of-bounds line. No, he's going to be fouled on the play.
That'll be 3 on Huber. Here comes a line change for Bismarck High.
Back to that comment, Woody, about the Bismarck High coach being respected as well. 7 years now here for Jordan Wilhelm, and a player that was obviously a stud at Bismarck High and one of the best. Wilhelm played in 3 state championship games. He ended up winning one of them. He went on to play at the University of Mary. He was an All-American, 1,000-point scorer, helped UMary make the NCAA tournament, a legend in his own right. 2 that go toe-to-toe here tonight. Going to match up with 2 of the best teams in North Dakota. Storylines all across the board, and Nygaard writing his piece of the story tonight. He's got 2 more. Here's a jump shot off the mark. Winchesky pulls down the board.
Well, I think when you talk about that, you look at the guy he followed, and Steve Miller. I mean, the job that Steve Miller did here, and I think Jordan really's done one hell of a job in Steve's footsteps running the show here at Bismarck High.
Wentz puts that one up and in, and Wentz has his first 2 of the second half at 12 now. And guess what? We're deadlocked at 57 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That one rolled out, then in, then out again, kicked off to the corner. 3 attempt, no good. Schaefer's got the board, and Schaefer's out with it. Schaefer, the freshman, off to Wentz, and now another freshman, Wincheski to Nygaard. Nygaard's across the timeline to set up top. Schaefer, now Wentz handles here. Thought about it, now he makes a move, spin move, dropped it back up top. Here's Dissett handling, Dissett from downtown. That one, not enough arc on it. There's going to be a scrum for it right at the free throw line. There's going to be a foul coming here. I believe it's on Dissett. Will it be?
Nope. Oh, we're going to get Stotts.
Going to say Stotts on the call, you're right.
Was he even in the vicinity? Interesting.
Ethan Stotts, that's his 4th personal, Scott. That is bad news for the Demons.
And that's 4 team fouls. Minot High yet to commit one in this half.
Well, Minot High, a team that shoots 63% collectively. Wentz from downtown. Oh, that was from way deep, and Wentz converts.
That was from the North Walmart.
We knew we were going to have some highlights tonight, and maybe we have another one. That one off of Eaglestaff, then it hit the bar that connects the hoop to the ceiling, and it is deemed on a play. We knew we'd have some highlights here tonight, and we certainly have had some from behind the arc in this WDA showdown that Minot High now leads by 3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Well, then I saw Eric Wincheski started clapping towards Eaglestaff, and his dad said, don't do that, don't do that.
Comes away to Wentz. Back off to Nygaard. That makes me smile and chuckle. Here's Eaglestaff that takes it away. 3-on-2 back the other way. Eaglestaff has a little runner in the lane. Gets it to roll. No, he doesn't. Rebound. That one rolls in, and Trayson Eaglestaff has 2 more. Yeah, you don't poke a rattlesnake because they will strike, and that's what Trayson Eaglestaff has the ability to do for the Bismarck High Demons. He has been good in his career. He's been good here tonight. 19th for Eaglestaff, leads all scorers, but it's Minot High that's got a 1-point lead. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
To top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Two-point lead for the Magi at the half tonight. Now it's a 1-point lead as Dissett handles here. He's going to stop and pop off the front of the rim. Eaglestaff went up, and Trayson Eaglestaff pulled down the board. It's Nick Hulberg and Scott Woodmansee on the call on the PSP Network here tonight. It's been a good one in Southwest Region play here on the PSP Network. Wentz handles the basketball. Off to Gunville. Kicked it off to the corner. Kicked it up high on the wing. Back over to Nygaard. Then Dissett off the glass and in. And Derek Dissett has 2 more.
Yeah, that's just good execution as Dissett came around on that curl up at the high post. Dove down the lane, and Nygaard found Dissett, and he was able to convert it.
Here's Trayson Eaglestaff into a swarm of 3 Magi. He misses off the front of the rim. Dissett's out with it. Dissett goes off to Wentz, and Wentz is going to hit the brakes at the timeline. Gives it off to Gunville now, and here's Jager Gunville. Worked it back over to Wentz. Nygaard calls the shots to Schaefer, then to Wentz. Right to the elbow. He's going to be double teamed. Kicked it back out to Nygaard. Goes back over to Wentz. 7 on the shot clock. Little dribble drive, jump shot there from Dissett. Oh, he's got 2 in a row, and Dissett's starting to heat up in the second half.
Visiting teams not supposed to get those rolls, are they, Nick, in the opponent's gym?
Here's the roll on the other side, especially not when you're not falling like that on the home floor. You see that one was up and in, and then it just came out for Kyler Scott. Dissett's got it again. 9:43 left here in regulation. Stick around for our Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. Planning Team Financial and Shots proud to bring you the postgame of this one. Downtown again. Little flyby there for Jager Gunville, and he's got 2 threes in the ball game for 6 total.
And he had all kinds of time.
Eagle staff had the play call. He threw it down, and it hit the Demons board on the end wall. Bismarck turns it over. Minot High is going to have the possession again. Never too early, never too late to start voting for our MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. Tweet at us at Network PSP on Twitter. If you haven't followed us there yet, we ask that you do that as well. Or you could comment on Facebook, PSP Network. And Sport Clips bringing you tonight's MVP of the contest. Shot was off the mark from Gunville. Board pulled down by Carter Sims, and Sims will bring it across. Here's George Gillette, crossed it back over into the paint. Finds the open man. Far side, Johnner for 3. No. Board pulled down here by the Demons. Out with it. This is Huber. He puts it up. Does he get it to count? Yes, he does. And Mason Huber has 6 now, all in the second half. And a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, the junior with 6 points in this second half. And good job by Bismarck High keeping that ball active. Huber, right place, right time. Foul's going to go against Jager Gunville, his 3rd.
Huber gets that one to fall. Gunville with 3. And there's still some ink in the pen, but it's getting to be less and less in the showdown here tonight. 67-62, Minot by 5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Taken and worked around here by Gunville. Up top it comes. It's going to go to Bryce Domstein. This is Winchesky inside. Down a descent, little jump shot, turnaround. Oh, just couldn't get that one to fall. We go back the other way now to Gillette. And Gillette's going to handle here. He runs it down, crashes in. Board pulled down there by Conklin. Minot High's got the basketball. Domstein's across the timeline. Has Eagle staff been out of the ball game tonight?
Nope, I don't think he has.
Comes back up to Winchesky now and back away. It's going to be taken here by Conklin. Winchesky, they work the perimeter again. Gunville has it here. Gunville works it back up top. Shot clock down to 10. Winchesky didn't think about that at all. He just pulls the trigger. Bang, it goes for 3, and Winchesky has another one.
Yeah, he's got 10 on the night, and like you said, he didn't hesitate one bit on that shot.
From the corner, the other side, we trade 3 balls as that one hit by Cole Johnner, his first 3-pointer of the ball game. 5-point lead for Minot as Winchesky goes back here to Descent. Descent has the dribble, takes it down to the paint, brings it back up. That ball's going to be taken away. It was tipped. Over and back, not called. Minot High's got it now with Winchesky as that ball was touched by the Demons. Comes back away now. Domstein to the corner. Gunville, shot clock's at 7. Into the lane, Domstein. It's going to be a call coming here. Do you know what that call was?
Yeah, it looks like, boy, I tell you what, the shot clock winding down. And then they get, it was an arm bar, it appeared. Ooh, and you don't want that, and that's going to go against Eagle staff, his 2nd. Well, and Bismarck High was in a good defensive situation that time. Now they get a new shot clock to the Magi.
5-point lead for Minot. Down the stretch we come with 7:09 remaining here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else.
We apologize about that tech issue. We went to move a sheet of paper and hit the wrong button. I do apologize, folks. We produced the show live on site. This one up and in. Stutz has 2 more points. 10 down for him. Full court press is on. It's Gunville that's got it here. Gunville tried to bring it back. Look out, taken away by Lamar. He's up and in with it. Lamar, an easy lay-in for his 11th point to the ball game.
Oh.
Bismarck High's got the full court press on, and they've got that dialed up to a 10 right now, don't they?
Well, yeah, they do, and that time, they got Caden Fisher got a steal there. And he couldn't hang on to it, but I think Bismarck High thought he was trying to shoot a layup, but a good call by the officials. It was out of bounds on Fisher.
Here's Derek Descent across the half-court line. He's going to send it up here to Wentz. Wentz goes back around from Conklin, down to Nygaard, back to Winchesky. Over again to Wentz, who's got it here. Wentz dribbles into the paint, looks for the outlet. He's got Eagle staff right on top of him, brings it back up, Nygaard. Nygaard dribbles in. Oh, he's blocked on the play. Up with that one was Lamar. He said, I don't think so. The run and gun to Stotts, and it's taken away there by Derek Doucette. We run and gun back the other way. Now it's Nygaard that just slows up shop, finds the outlet. Wentz has it open. Wincheski, the young man from downtown. No. Board pulled down again, Eaglestaff. He brings it across. Over on the near side, 3 attempt for Johnner. We've got ourselves a ball game as Johnner ties it up with the money ball.
Oh, it's Cole Johnner's starting to heat up now for Bismarck High. Now they're getting some scoring from some other players.
Foul charged on the Magi. Who's this going to be on? It's going to be on
Doucette.
Derek Doucette. Second personal. Only the second team foul here in the second half, which will play a factor down the stretch. But it's the Demons that, more importantly, get the basketball back at a tied score with 5:35 left on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's deadlocked at 72 here tonight. Trayson Eaglestaff, little fake. Fired that one just off the side of the rim.
Yeah, that was too quick of a shot there.
Wincheski back to Nygaard. Full court press still on here for Bismarck High as Wincheski's got it again. Eric Wincheski brings it up top to Schaefer. Schaefer with the outlet. This is Nygaard. Nygaard going to work on it here. Minot High, interestingly enough, on Tuesday nights has gone 4-1 this season. Their one loss on the year came on a Tuesday to St. Mary's. Nygaard, was that a 2 or a 3?
That was a 2. Yep, that was a 2.
2-pointer for Morgan Nygaard. Minot High's got the lead back at 74-72. This is North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show tonight. One of the questions I had for my partner here in the co-pilot seat tonight, Mr. Scott Woodmansee, was, do you think this will be a close one? That's a little bit of an understatement right now. It's 74-72 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's been an entertaining ball game tonight from the Carl Guard Gymnasium. Who's going to win? That's the next question for you. George Gillette, far side. He's going to stop and pop from the elbow. That one off the mark. Gillette gets his own rebound, crashes in. Oh, it's Wentz that's down with it as Gillette just had too much on it. Cleaning up some of that stuff around the rim tonight has been an issue for both of these basketball teams. Taken here by Doucette from the free throw line. Got it over to Schaefer. Now Nygaard. Back up top to Wincheski. Minot High taking some arrow to the basketball, making sure they get the right shot that they want here. Here's Doucette, spin move, brings it back into the lane. Here's Wincheski. Oh, the height mismatch, and Wincheski lays it in left-handed.
Oh, heady play there by Eric. He saw Doucette in trouble, slipped down the lane, and Doucette found him for a 4-point lead.
Ball comes back over here for the Demons. They work it back across with Sims. Now Eaglestaff pats the top of his head, and Eaglestaff calls out the play. Oh, he just launches from downtown. That one for the H of the game, Horse. Too much on it. There's a foul on the play.
That's going to go on Grayson Schaefer.
2 for him.
Only the third team foul for Minot High, so they played a pretty clean half, which could loom large down the stretch here.
By the way, the Medicine Shop of Bismarck brings you the ball game tonight. The Medicine Shop, where you can get your flu shot. They deliver as well. It's the Medicine Shop of Bismarck bringing you the matchup tonight. Chumpy Clinic brings you the matchup tonight as well. Chumpy Clinic offers more than just basic adjustments of the spine. Chumpy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient. It's Chumpy Clinic and Chumpy Health bringing you the ball game tonight. From the corner, Demons with the shot off the mark. That attempt came there from Lamar. It's going to be taken away here by Descent. Descent's going to bring it back to the other end of the floor, makes a move, now puts it up against Eaglestaff. Oh, Derek Descent, how do you do? He's got 2 more.
Oh, that's an athletic move right there by Derek Descent.
19 of the ball game for Derek Descent. Look out. Wentz is going to be charged here with the foul against Eaglestaff. Second personal on Wentz, 4th team foul. We'd like to thank the UPS store in the Magic City as well, bringing you the ball game tonight. UPS store open 6 days a week and located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza downtown. That shot is going to fall for Carter Hankey, and Hankey is on the score sheet for the first time tonight in a big way. That was a 3-pointer that brings the Demons back within 3. Nygaard's got it here, and he goes to work with it. Nygaard off to Wentz, and Wentz dribbles, elbow over to the corner. How about Derek Descent is feeling the mojo right now. Descent hits from downtown.
Well, he's saying, get on my back, fellas. Let's go win another one.
Demons have the ball. Gunville's going to be charged with the foul as he got into Trayson Eaglestaff. That's 4 on Gunville.
Yeah, 5th team foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls in the second half.
Like to thank our friends at Hub International Insurance tonight, by the way, as well. For all your personal and business insurance needs, it's Hub International Insurance. Also like to thank Northern Plains Heating and Air. They bring you tonight's game as well. They're new to the PSP network. You can find them online, northernplains.com. Big thanks to all those sponsors that continue to make PSP network what it is. Wanted High fans, wanted to travel. They don't get it. Into the lane it comes and then back out. Here's a move from Scott. Scott takes it down, taken away from Schaefer. And now the Magi bring it back here with Wentz. Wentz hits the brakes. Descent wants it. He's feeling it. He turns and fires, no good. 2:20 to play here in the second half. Takeaway Nygaard. He runs it back in, up against Eaglestaff. And Nygaard puts it through the hole.
Ooh.
83-75, Minot High on top. Trying to see if they can leave the plow unhooked and run away with this WDA showdown tonight. But the sands and the hourglass, these are the days of our lives. They're starting to spin away now. Here with 1:55 left. Here the Minot High fans like that. As the foul is going to be charged on Carter Hankey. A little step back there. Foul's drawn by the Magi.
Well, a little 5-0 run right now for Minot High, led by Derek Descent. And Bismarck High's got to try to put a stop to it here as time starting to drip away.
Nygaard's got the basketball. If you're the Magi, you just try to wear the shot clock down with every possession. Is that what you do here, Woody?
Oh, you got to. There's no question about it.
Winchesky off to Descent. He's going to dribble it in. Underneath the hoop. Spins it back up top. Gets it back to Wentz. 9 on the shot clock. Underneath. Oh, Schaefer's wide open. He scored.
Another great recognition. Good pass there by Wentz.
From the corner, 3 attempt off the mark here for Sims. George had it, got it up to Eaglestaff, and Trayson Eaglestaff says not so fast, Magi. He buries for 3, and Eaglestaff has the score at 85-78. Minot's on top, and this one is going to come down to the wire.
That was a big hoop right there for Bismarck High. They needed to stop the bleeding, and Trayson hasn't shot the ball well here in this second half, but that was a big hoop there. And now, you know, with they've got 6 team fouls. Next one puts Minot High into bonus, and I'm guessing Minot High is going to have to end up winning this thing at the free throw line.
22 points tonight for Trayson Eaglestaff, and those big-time players rise up for big-time games in situations like this, and we see that from Eaglestaff. Plenty of time left here with 1:16 for the Bismarck High Demons, who come into tonight with a 9-2 mark inside of the conference. Minot at 9-1 inside of the conference. The Magi are 10-1 on the season, ranked number 2 in the state. Demons are ranked number 3. Minot High is 5-1 on the road. The Demons are 4-1 at home. Numbers galore in this one, and there's plenty of kids that have some big-time numbers in this matchup tonight as well. And Trayson Eaglestaff, one of them, he leads the way tonight for Bismarck High. Descent had 9 in the first half. He had a 3 in the second to get him to 12, and then add 10 more from field goal land. And Descent's got 22 tonight. He and Eaglestaff going toe-to-toe here, trying to take home the top nod for the most points in the ballgame. Both kids would probably throw all those points out the window looking to pick up the region victory here tonight. Schaefer's got it, though. He looked wide open, comes back up. Now to Wentz.
Smart move, though, by Schaefer.
Comes back away now to Wentz. Throws it up top now to Nygaard. Shot clock at 10. Winchesky's got it, and George Gillette forced to foul him. Third personal on Gillette. It's going to send Eric Winchesky to the free throw line.
As I said, Minot High is going to have to win it at the line. Boy, what a game Winchesky's played here tonight for Minot High off the bench.
5 in the first half. Ends up with a 3-pointer, a free throw, and 2 other field goals, making 2 free throws. 9 in the second half for 14 for the freshman tonight. That could be in our conversation for our MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips as well. You can vote for that online, tweeting at us at Network PSP.
The set gets called for the foul, 16 foul.
Inbound at Eaglestaff. 87-78, 48 seconds left. The Demons need to hurry up. Comes away down to Eaglestaff. To the corner it comes. And the foul is going to be charged to Conklin.
Yeah, Dean's kind of going, what are you guys doing? You know, we can't do that. We don't want to put them at the free throw line.
1-and-1 coming here. Yes, to the free throw line will go Cole Johnner.
Stutz will check back in for Bismarck High.
57% from the free throw line for Johnner. He's gone, 1 for 2 here tonight. Gets that one to fall, and he gets the second attempt. Trying to pull it within 7 with 42 seconds remaining. Second shot is up. That one's in. Got a ball game, folks. Minot High trying to see if they could take that statement and send it right back up Highway 83. Demons trying to stay alive in this one. 30 seconds remains. They had to foul. They did.
Johnner with his first. That'll be 18 fouls now on Bismarck High, so we'll still shoot the 1-on-1.
His first teammate.
Busy week on the PSP Network this week. More broadcasts coming your way on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for those. We'll have plenty more basketball, plenty of hockey. We've got wrestling on this week. Winchesky scores again. Once again, if you haven't liked and followed the PSP Network on Facebook and followed us on Twitter, subscribed on YouTube, we ask that you do that to help us promote local athletes and stay up to date with everything we've got brewing on the PSP Network. Over 200 games this year on the PSP Network with myself and the gentleman to my right, Scott Woodmansee, Chuck Claremont, Todd Domries, this Bismarck crew. If you're from Minot, if you haven't listened to these guys, some of the best in the game. Here's Gillette that puts it up. He's going to be fouled in the play.
And that's going to be the set, I do believe. That'll be 4 on him.
You are correct. It's Dissett, and it sends Gillette to the line. Thursday, we've got St. Mary's at Minot girls basketball. Scotty Cattell will have the call of that one. I'll be back down in the capital city across the river, actually, as Minot High will be at Mandan for that matchup. I'll be there for the call on the PSP Network. Friday, we've got girls hockey. Jamestown's at Minot. Dickinson's at Minot in wrestling. Wilton Wing and Central McLean Lockhorns in Region 5 basketball. And Saturday, St. Mary's comes to Minot for boys basketball on the PSP Network. We'll have the call of that one as well. 20 seconds remains in the ball game. 7-point lead for Minot High. Another foul here and some to give there for Ethan Stotts. Or 25, I apologize.
Well, they fouled Winchesky, and Eric's been he's 4 for 4. Make it 5 for 5.
Young man's been good from the free throw line here tonight. Got to put him in the conversation for the player of the game tonight, don't you?
Oh, you missed one. Broadcaster jinx.
That one off the mark. Schaefer's got his third personal.
Yeah, I don't know why that's... Why Minot High is fouling?
Sends Trayson Eaglestaff to the free throw line. Services will be needed at North Dakota for the Fighting Hawks. Next season travels the call over here on the near sideline.
Rare miss there by Eaglestaff.
8-point lead for the Magi. Both teams are up on the benches. We're going to have a conversation coming here. Eric Wentz is going to be charged, and Eric Wentz pleading his case with Dean Winchesky. Here's Dean Winchesky over here for Minot High having conversation with the officials as well. On the other side, you've got Jordan Wilhelm having a conversation with the officials also. Meanwhile, I think we just have a full timeout coming here. Any idea what we've got brewing here?
Well, no. It looks like they called a foul on Wentz. Well, nonetheless, I guess it is a timeout, but I don't know.
All right, let's set the table for you. 17 seconds remain. 8-point lead for Minot High. Conversation with the officials amongst their officiating team continues. There was some conversation right at the end of that play where Wentz was charged with the foul. Winchesky was animated on the Minot High bench towards Eric Wentz. Wentz went over and pleaded his case. The conversation continued with Winchesky and an official, and then Jordan Wilhelm with an official, and now we end up with just a minute timeout, and now we're going to put the ball back into play with 17.1 remaining in the second. It's Bismarck High basketball, I'm pretty sure, coming here.
And the one thing, too, you got to keep in mind, if you look at Minot High, if they can sneak out there with a win, how big it is, they've got to play Century twice yet because that first game they were supposed to play, Nick, got canceled, and they've got Century twice on the docket. Bismarck High, has split with Century on the season so far, so.
Here's Trayson Eaglestaff all by himself at the free throw line, so there must have been a technical call, right, Woody? I mean, Eaglestaff with the free look coming here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what the T was for.
Eaglestaff 2 in a row there, and he converts, and now we've got ourselves a 6-point ball game. Well, it's not over until you know who is singing. She's not even warming up yet. Eaglestaff has it here. He's going to fire a big three. Oh, he kisses it off the window and in, and Trayson Eaglestaff has another three-pointer, and all of a sudden it's a 3-point ball game with 10 seconds remaining. Trayson Eaglestaff isn't from this planet.
Hey, he just literally flipped that thing up off the window, and it went in.
A next-level player. Everybody across the WDA with coaches' comments and the conversations. Eaglestaff is the topic of many of those, and it's plays like that right there that make you just sit back and wonder, how does he do it, and where is he from?
Well, now, as I said, it's going to force Minot High, and now if you're Bismarck High, you got to pick out. You got so you got the set in there. He's 75%. Nygaard is 60%. Eric Winchesky, he's 71. So I'm guessing the guy you probably want to, and Conklin, he's 60.
Wentz is at 62.
Yeah, so, I mean.
It's a lose-lose-lose situation. Here's Wentz to the other end of the floor. He's going to be fouled. And Wentz is the one that's going to have the duties at the free throw line with Minot High in the bonus.
And Hankey's going to get that foul. So free throw here, if Wentz can make this one, and now and it is both teams in the double bonus.
Wentz to the free throw line. Eric Wentz looking for his first free throw of the second half. And yes, he gets that one to fall. He's now 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
And that might be the dagger right there.
16 for Eric Wentz here tonight. He's going to have another opportunity, make it 17. Eric Wentz averaging 14 his last 2 games. He's going to top that number. Here's Eaglestaff way downtown. That one off the mark. This one coming down to the final 2 seconds, and it will be a victory for the Magi here tonight. Minot High takes care of Bismarck High on their home floor. Final score is 92-87. Let's move to our Shots Crossroad post-game show coming up in just a moment. Planning Team Financial Advisors brings it to you as well. We'll have that coming your way in just a moment. It is North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. We'll have our player of the game and our jobbers moving and storage move of the game coming your way as well in just a moment as we go to the Shots Crossroad and Planning Team Financial Services post-game show after a 92-87 victory for the Magi.
Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Nothing like WDA basketball, is there? A clean sweep for Minot High School here tonight. The Magents took down the Demons 65-50 in a ranked matchup earlier on tonight. And then the boys from Minot High take care of Bismarck 92-87. We'll have our player of the game coming your way in just a moment. Stat line coming your way in just a moment as well. But first, how about our move of the game here tonight, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Well, actually, we're going to take Eric Winchesky in just 1 second. We're going to go to a break here real quick. We'll get him set up in just a moment. Well, actually, yeah, Woody, if you want to hand him your headset there real quick, we'll bring in Eric Winchesky in just a second here. He is our MVP of the matchup tonight, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. You can just stay right there, my friend. Can you hear me loud and clear in there? All right, let's go to our MVP of the contest, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips tonight. That is Eric Winchesky, tonight's MVP of the contest, again brought to you by Sport Clips. Well, first of all, you were feeling it here tonight. A couple three-pointers for you, 17 total tonight. What was that basketball game like for you? You feeling pretty good after the win tonight?
Oh, yeah, that's a great win for us. It was a great win, great environment to come play in, and everybody was playing pretty well tonight. We put trust in each other, we put faith in each other all game, and it ended up working out. It ended up working out great.
A lot of size for Bismarck High. You had some rebounds tonight and some big battles on the glass that you ended up taking care of tonight. What's that like when you're going against some of those giants down and deep?
Oh, God, it's difficult. Well, we've been stressing boxing out all year, so that's been helpful. That's been really helpful. When we box out and we hammer the glass, we're a hard team to beat.
17 for you tonight, 15 for Nygaard, 17 for Wentz, 22 for Doucette, 9 for Schaefer. Gunville had 6, Conklin had 5. I mean, talk about your teammates just a little bit here, Eric. There's guys all across the board that can get it done for you any given night.
Oh, God, yeah. We're pretty talented, and we trust each other, and we know what we're capable of. We all put faith in each other, and we all know we can all score.
I got to ask you about that belt. How jacked are you to have that belt?
Oh, God, it feels great. It means I really worked hard, and I had to work my ass off for this.
Big one for you tonight. Congratulations on the victory tonight and being named our MVP of the contest. That's the freshman, Eric Winchesky. Great job, man.
Thank you very much.
He is our MVP of the contest, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips here tonight. The MVP, where you can be the MVP at Sport Clips, the haircut experience in Minot and Bismarck. Gotta love the freshman, don't you?
Hey, man, I got to ask, Coach, what's the belt about? What's the belt about? I got to ask Coach Winchesky about that. But man, if you're strapping that thing on after a Minot High victory, you've done something right. So apparently, he's the MVP on their team tonight. So I'll tell you what, he's a true candidate for an MVP on our side too, man.
100%. He is our MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight. Nick Hulberg, Scott Woodmansee for the planning team, financial advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight with the dual market broadcast. That means that we'll tell you about planning team financial advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning team financial advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads in Minot brings you the postgame show tonight as well. Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99, my go-to, the banana cream pie and the ham and cheese balls. I'm telling you, it's...
Oh, man, I'll tell you. You going to take a nap after that?
You almost have to. Yeah, you got to be careful. You can be there. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You have to plan accordingly. You can also
the number 99, banana cream pie, and what else?
The ham and cheese balls to start. You got to go that direction.
Oh boy!
Telling you, it's good stuff. Woo. This is the post-game show brought to you by Shots Crossroads, along with planning team Nick Hulberg and Scott Woodmansee. Before the stat recap and stat line here tonight, your overall takeaways, is there a big one for you tonight in this West Region showdown that Minot High ended up taking the victory in?
Yeah, what's going on with Bismarck High? I think that the last couple of games they played, I think they've kind of been exposed a little bit. And obviously Dean's got some magic formula that he uses, and we saw it on Friday night that Century amped their game up a little bit, and I think Jordan and his crew's got to go back and regroup and get this thing turned around and get on the right direction. And And I think on the other side of the coin, Nick, is you look at Minot High, and you know, Minot High is they're playing team basketball. I mean, they're doing the right things. They're unselfish. They're patient. They're disciplined. And boy, I tell you what, I think what you're seeing is you're seeing the carryover from last year's team into this year's team. And I think if you talk to Dean, I've talked to him several times and asked him about it, he'll tell you that some of those seniors kind of set that tone last year, and you're seeing it this year with this Minot High team. So very impressive win tonight for the Magi.
Time to name our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Jobbers in Bismarck, Roger Ward in Minot. Same company, just a different name. With locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen, you can't go wrong with Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward. Moving across town or across the country, it is Jobbers and Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Time for our move of the game tonight. There's a couple big ones in this contest tonight. That one that Eagle staff Hail Married up at the end and kissed off the glass was big, but in your mind, was there one bigger than the descent three-pointer from the corner in the second?
No, and I don't think there was. You know, you look at, Derek came in here just 8 of 28 from the three-point line, and I think that three that he nailed in the corner, I don't remember, where that was at what stage of the game, but I thought that was a really big three by Descent for a guy that really doesn't shoot the ball well from three. So certainly I think that's got to be the Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward move of the game.
I agree with you. They bring you tonight's move of the game, moving across town or across the country. Roger Ward and Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Again, locations, Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com. Quick recap of the scoring here tonight in this 92-87 victory for Minot. All scorers were led tonight by Trayson Eaglestaff, 27 for him. And you look at that number, and he was off his pace. He averages 31. He ended up with 27 tonight.
And he didn't shoot it very well.
Eaglestaff good again tonight, even for a night maybe where he would have liked to have been a little bit better according to his benchmark. 8 for Kyler Scott tonight, 11 for Cole Johnner, 11 for Preston Lamar, 11 for George Gillette. How about that, all three in a row? 21, 23, and 24 finished with 11 tonight each, and then Ethan Stotts had 10. Minot High ended up tonight being led by the 22 that were put down by Derek Descent. 9 on the night for Grayson Schaefer, 6 for Jager Gunville, 5 for Logan Conklin, 17 for the freshman. Our MVP of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. That's Eric Wincheski. 15 tonight for Morgan Nygaard, and Eric Wentz ended up with 17 tonight as well. Minot High, I thought, looked pretty good tonight in this matchup where they end up putting 92 on the board, a team that looks to get back to the top of the ladder inside of the West region. At the half, Minot led 43-41. It's final on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 92-87. Fun one tonight. Anytime Bismarck and Minot get together. Closing thoughts from you tonight, Mr. Woodmansee.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. I mean, anytime these C2 teams play, and certainly probably won't be the last time you'll see these two teams play. And now you're gonna, when you lead into that game, if they do match up, you're gonna talk, well, hey, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. Well, I guess we'll find out, and when that will be, we don't know. But, again, impressed with what Minot High did tonight. Bismarck High, they had some spurts. They hung around a little bit in there, in the game, made it close. But I just think Minot High certainly was deserving of the win. And Bismarck High's got to go and regroup and get this thing back on track again after dropping 2 tough ones to two of the top teams in the West region.
Mr. Woodmansee, as always, we appreciate everything you do for the PSP Network and promoting these kids. Great job tonight. Fun to work with you for our maiden voyage together here tonight.
Hey, man, my pleasure. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Good job.
We'll see you at the stadium for sure. We appreciate you. The Buffalo Pizza. Since we're not in Minot at Shots Crossroads, that's the direction we'll have to go tonight. Final tonight on the PSP Network, 92-87 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's Minot that improves to a record of 10-1 in the conference, 11-1 overall with the victory tonight. The Demons fall to a record of 9-3, both in the conference and outside of conference play. More action on the PSP Network this week. St. Mary's comes to Minot for girls basketball on Thursday. Minot High goes to Mandan on Thursday for boys high school hockey. I'll have the call of the high school hockey game. Scott Cattell will have the call of the girls basketball game. Plenty more on the PSP Network as well. Hope you stick around for those this week on the PSP Network. For For Mr. Scott Woodmansee joining us tonight, and Dean Winchensky along with the Bismarck High head coach Jordan Wilhelm. I'm Nick Hulberg signing off from the capital city tonight. The Magi are victorious. Clean sweep tonight for both the boys and the girls. Till next time, Nick Hulberg signing off. Have a good night, and God bless.
Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.